Good morning.
Hello there. Oh, I meant to bring a hat and I completely forgot.
Well,
I was going to wear a Christmas hat today.
This is my sort of Christmas jumper.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it's like I
Feeling festive.
It's a bit Christmas. Well, hey. Apparently, I've been told I look like I just joined the Fisherman Friends.
Yeah, it looks like a fishing jumper.
No, I thought it was a bit Gary Barlow.
You wish.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit Gary Barlow. But we've got a lovely festive show. So if you're looking for last-minute kind of Christmas gifts, if you're looking for Christmas plants, we really have got it all.
Yeah.
And then we have got some beautiful winter flowering plants as well.
We have
outside.
indeed, absolutely. And we've still got our prize giveaway that you can enter to win a pair of our holly standards with the pots to plant them in. So what you have to do is email us at ygtv@yougarden.com. The subject line needs to say holly, and you need to do that in the next 2 hours before midday, and you'll be in for a chance of winning that pair of holly standards.
I rather like this vine here.
I love this vine. Sean and I are both going to order this, aren't we?
We are. I mean, I literally, I'll be honest, we're a bit sort of like slightly behind time-wise because we've spent quite a lot of time getting all the lights out, putting them up. But we've got this out of the box, and I've just wrapped it around the crates in the back. But isn't it lovely?
I adore it. And obviously, you can manipulate this into any shape that you want to. Sean's just put it into this beautiful shape here, but it is beautiful, and it's the lovely warm lights as well, the lovely soft warm glow you get from them. And although it's a Christmas decoration, I actually think you could use this all year round, couldn't you?
Well, Craig, who helps us set up, he's got one above his bed apparently. But yeah, you can actually position it as best and however you want.
Yeah,
that's how it rises. It is it's a mains operated one. It is indoor only, we should say, and it does feature 144 LEDs. But it looks lovely as a centerpiece in the middle of a table.
I love that. Yeah, and it is it mains powered? It is, isn't it? Yeah, mains powered. I love the idea of this, and I've got this lovely bare wall in the living room, and it could happily sit on that wall in the living room all year round and give that warm glow. It's just stunning, isn't it? It really is. And say, it was only really when we put it on the wall that it came to life. There are different settings on it as well. Actually, should I just do the different settings, Bex? Yeah, do it.
Then we'll tell you about everything else.
I can't remember.
I think there's 8.
There's a few different. So you can have flashy, and you can have like a slow glow. You know, the usual settings that you would expect.
There we go, Bex.
Oh, that's nice. I like that one. A static on. Yeah, nice.
I mean, we could name all these.
Yeah, I'm not going to bother.
No,
and the
slow glow. Yeah, we don't. Yeah.
Oh, that's too much for me.
And then twinkle dinkle.
I don't like flashy. Yeah, that's nice. A lovely little twinkle. No, too much.
But I'll put it back to the static. It's lovely.
It's
really
gorgeous.
Is.
I am going to order that. I love it. I think it's really beautiful.
Yeah, I really do. Right, let's tell you what the free gift is today.
Yeah, let's do that. Where have I put it? It's over here. I'll get it for you. Hang on.
I was just thinking the same. This is a great little stocking filler, but
it's got Peter's face on it.
Yeah.
That's the best thing. It's got our head gardener's face on it.
Oh, do you know what? We're going to be looking at this. Oh, there's Sudoku as well.
The Sudoku in here. There is a word search in here.
Yeah, which is like the herb garden. Then there's crosswords as well.
Crossword number 43, Stu.
Oh, that's where I am. How weird.
Oh, my word.
Yeah.
You're really close up and I'm like this.
I know. Across energetically 11. Oh.
Energetically 11 letters.
Across energetically.
I have no idea.
Could you let us know the answer at home? Join the chat. So it's 11 across is energetically. So 1 across, 11 letters. Energetically.
Come on then, let us know. What do you think?
Vigorously. Is that 11?
Vigorously, could be. Energetically.
How do you spell vigorously?
V-I-G-O-U-R. O-R-O-U-S-L-Y. V-I-G-O-R-O-U-S-L-Y.
Oh, that's only 10.
That's only 10.
It's not L-E-Y, is it?
No, it's not L-E-Y.
Anyway. We're going to be here all day with this. So that is your free gift. All you need to do is use the off code YGTV4924. And also that off code, don't forget, that unlocks all of the promotions because we've got loads of brilliant offers, some amazing prices today. Some great offers on pots as well. So if you're looking for pots, we've got offers on those. We've also got a real living potted Christmas tree. We have got these stunning real wreaths and garlands.
Yeah, love these. We've got the garland up behind and they are living. So they are really, really beautiful. And of course, you're going to get that lovely smell from them. They come with the decorations on there as well. You've got the decorated pine cones. You've got the ribbons. You've got all sorts going on.
And these are all hand finished locally for us, but they are absolutely beautiful. Fresh, real, living. Nice, and I love the smell of a fresh garland, don't you?
I know, they smell so good, don't they?
Yeah, but really great quality. So imagine this on a mantelpiece, on a dining table.
Yeah, down the centre of your dining table, it'd look really nice, wouldn't it?
Really would, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So those are available. I know a lot of you have been asking for them. We have got poinsettias on pre-order as well. Everything obviously delivered way in time for Christmas as well. But that's brand new today. It's a metre in length, 170034. Just quickly, don't forget, if you do spend over £40, you will get free delivery as well. Right.
I'm so excited by this.
Go on.
The live chat in YouTube this morning starts with Norfolk Eco saying, "Let's freaking go!" with loads of exclamation marks. That is the kind of energy that we want in the morning. So thank you very much.
Does anybody know the answer to the crossword though? Remember, energetically, we're looking for a word with 11 letters that means energetically. I said vigorously, but apparently that's not right.
Basically, Norfolk Eco is saying, my Washington Robusta arrived from you this week. What a steal that was for the size of it.
Yeah, I remember. Were there something like £7 or something stupid?
I can't remember, but there was an amazing price, wasn't it? So I'm really glad you're pleased with
Great.
that. Neil says, I'll watch as much as I can, but dipping in and out as I'm at work. We'll watch back fully later. Apparently he's emailed us a picture, so I'll have a little look in there as well. And he says, my pet-friendly houseplants collection arrived just after Sunday's show. Really pleased with them.
Great, Neil. I'm so pleased that
and he sent us a picture of the houseplants. That's it. So here's a photo of my recently received pet-friendly houseplants. The quality of them is fantastic, and the delivery was super fast. Also a photo of my parents' Lasso Apso dog Riley enjoying a toy in their garden. Oh my word! Oh, Neil! God. I love a Lasso Apso.
Oh.
Look, they're like little teddy bears.
I need a puppy too.
So beautiful, Neil. Well, you might know I've just got a puppy, so I'm all over it. I'm all over it with
now
the dogs.
I need a puppy, I've decided.
Let's have a look at the houseplants. Oh, there they are.
Neil, lovely.
So we've got the Tenanthi Bulmarxia, we've got the Boston Fern, we've got the Spider Plant, he's got his Bioshine and his Houseplant Focus included in there as well, the plant feed.
Amazing. I'm so pleased you went for those, Neil.
Yeah, really good.
And
all
Rocky will be fine amongst those.
Rocky will be very happy, yeah, definitely.
Right, poinsettias. We've got the most amazing deal on these today. They are stunning. You get 3 of them. They're normally £10 each. We are doing a deal of the week, and you're going to get all 3 for $11.97. Actually, if you're a club member, $10.77. The quality is amazing. They're full. They've got so many of the gorgeous red bracts on them. And for me, I mean, poinsettia. I mean, do you know, I'm really annoyed actually because I bought a few for the pub and I spent so much more than this, but we didn't have any in stock here at YouGarden. We've got them today. They are on pre-order, but they are guaranteed to obviously arrive way before Christmas. I think the last day we dispatched, was it
next Monday? Next Monday. So, well, next Monday is the last order day. So if you can get your orders in for Monday, then our last dispatch day will be the Tuesday after that, basically. So we'll get them out to you before Christmas.
But if you're a club member, I mean, they're working out less than £4 each, and they are superb quality. They really are.
They are, for the size of those. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Look at that.
They're stunning, aren't they?
I love them. Those red bracts are so festive. And then, of course, you've got the lovely yellow centres in there as well, which are the actual flowers. But yeah, 3 of those, less than £4 each. Obviously, way less than that in the club. That's brilliant.
It's amazing. And
very festive.
You know, and poinsettias, they do make the house look so festive. It's the reds, isn't it? Those red bracts look absolutely incredible.
It's festive, isn't it? The red bracts, the green foliage, that little yellow dot of flowers in the centre there. It does scream Christmas, doesn't it?
It really does.
Now, you can go for one of these if you want to, but they're $9.99 individually, so I wouldn't bother. I wouldn't bother. Just for a little bit more, you'll get 3 of them. So even if you only want one of them, definitely order the triple pack, and then you can give some away.
Have you ever seen poinsettias growing in their native countries?
No, never.
Hang on.
Have you seen them growing?
Yeah, I have.
Have you?
Mexico.
Right.
I went to Mexico, 12, 15 years ago, and they're like trees there, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, they're amazing. Obviously, you know, as a houseplant, they don't grow like that. Yeah, honestly. Stu was questioning me there.
I should go to Mexico.
No, I do remember. I just remember thinking.
We're not going to afford to go on holiday.
Actually, it was a really cheap deal. Did you not see any of them in Mexico, Stu? No, okay.
In Cancun, apparently.
But they're stunning. But they make the most beautiful houseplants, and just don't let them dry out.
They don't like that.
No.
And try and avoid. So I wouldn't put them on windowsills because
they don't like breeze.
And the sudden temperature drops that you get at night time, obviously on a windowsill. But other than that, keep them in your home. Add that festive touch in there, and you can get them to come back next year as well. It can be a bit tricky sometimes, but you can get them to come back, can't you?
Yeah, you can. So, and I have done this. I've done it a few times. I haven't always been successful.
No.
So basically, what will happen? They'll keep this lovely red until probably January, February, and then they'll just start to produce green leaves, and they'll do that all through the spring and the summer. When it comes to autumn time, what you need to do is starve them of light. So they need about 12 hours of darkness a day. And if you do that for about 8 to 12 weeks, then they will start to produce the red bracts next Christmas time. A lot of people only have them for the festive season, but you don't have to. You can keep them as a houseplant for many, many years. So they're there at 1197 800 374. Right, what?
I was just having a little look at these.
That's good, is it?
Because this is a really lovely collection here, because you've got your mini snips and you've got your secateurs in here. They've both got the soft grip handles, they've both got the carbon steel blades in there, but they're wonderfully packaged. It's a perfect little gift for yourself or for a gardening lover in your home. And of course they are from the wonderful name of Spear & Jackson, which we definitely know is gardening tools, isn't it?
Well, we do. I mean, I think it's about, is it 250 years of experience?
Oh, it's a long time.
They've been around a lot longer than I have, that's for sure. Do you know what I really like about those as well? And it maybe sounds a silly thing to mention, but the colour of those soft grip handles, because I don't know you at home, but if I ever have green secateurs and snips, I lose them, because you put them in you throw them in your heavy duty pot that's full of weeds, and then you forget that they're in there, then you empty it in the green bin and you've lost them. Or you just, you're busy in your beds and borders and you're snipping away and you put them down on the ground while you do something else and you lose them. But when they're bright red, they just always stand out.
Absolutely. And of course they've got the locking mechanisms on there as well, which means, safety
nice
first.
Safe.
Always, absolutely. I love those. I could do with a new set of secateurs, to be honest with you. And it's important to have good, sharp secateurs. It really is. We often use our secateurs for way too long after they've, lost their sharpness. So it's always good to have some new ones.
My mum, bless her, she's got very bad dexterity, and I've really realised that for her to still be able to garden efficiently, she just needs the best tools.
Yeah.
And having those soft grip handles, having those sharp carbon steel blades, they are amazing. I think they've got a really long guarantee as well, haven't they, Bex? I think they've got a 10-year guarantee, haven't they?
Yeah, you're right. 10 year.
Yeah. Great.
10-year guarantee against defects in manufacturing. Yeah,
they're
10 years.
Really good, and they're only $19.99. That's the kind of Christmas gift I would love. I don't need chocolates. At my age, I'm prone to putting on weight.
I like it. I don't need it.
I don't need any of those gift sets with loads of rubbish in that you just don't know what to do with.
No.
But I'd love those if any of my friends are watching. Right, what else? Got Scotty dog. I like this.
He's a beautiful little Scotty dog, isn't he?
Oh.
So there's a lovely doorstop made of really strong, sturdy fabric here, by the way, and it does weigh 1.5 kilograms, which is important because you need that as a doorstop. He is beautiful. Look at him. I'd quite like a Scotty dog.
I would.
I don't think I can have any more dogs. I've got 2 now.
And I love his little bell, and he's got his tartan little scarf around him. But he is a good weight. He's 1.5 kilos, so he really will keep a door open.
Yeah.
So he's a proper doorstop.
Yeah.
And I always think sometimes at Christmas time, when you've got guests, I often put more doors, I have more doors open so people can walk through the house and things and socialise. So it just makes it more inviting when you open the house up, doesn't it? So he's going to be brilliant at keeping those doors open, and he is looking for a home. He is, and
he is a fantastic price. If you think about the weight of him, the quality of the materials, and the way he looks, obviously, if you go to your local garden centre where they sell these kinds of items, honestly, they do go for a much higher price, don't they? They're $14.99 today, saving an extra £5. And of course, because you're watching YGTV, the chances are you are a club member, so you can get that price in yellow down there, so you can get an extra 10% discount. Plus, you're going to get your free gift included in there as well, which is the Gardener's Puzzle
Has
book.
anyone got the answer yet?
Energetically.
11 letters.
I don't know. Let's have a look.
Oh God, I can't think of anything else. No.
I don't know. I'm never good at these things. No, everyone's just saying good morning at the moment.
Okay.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning. Right. We've also got some. Stu? Can we go to the seed kit for the kids? Because we really like this. But I loved gardening even when I was a child, and this to me, if you're trying to get kids, grandkids into gardening, this is a brilliant little kit. It's really sweet, and it's made it really easy. It's only $5.99. That's everything you get. So you get the coloured pots, and they're obviously reusable. You get the compost, and all you need to do is soak that in lukewarm water, and that expands to fill up each pot. But even as an adult, sometimes seeds are a bit fiddly, aren't they? And you can easily lose them, they can get stuck to your fingers. But these have been cleverly embedded in the biodegradable discs. So in terms of actually germinating and potting these up, they're brilliant. And that green thing, Bex, is really clever, isn't it?
I love that. That is a little screw cap that fits onto a standard water bottle, and it's got a little, it's got the watering holes in the top there, like a drinks bottle, basically. So all you have to do is get one of those bottles. You can screw that onto the top, and then you've got your own little watering can system.
That's a great idea. Do you know what?
So good, isn't it?
At $5.99, it's amazing, and you've got a selection of tomatoes and chilies. Now, I appreciate some children will not like the chilies, but there's a sweet chili as well in there, isn't there?
Yeah, there is, and I think it'd just be really fun to do. These are the discs, look, and they have got the writing on. So that one there, I've got tomato and chili, and then obviously as you separate them through, they'll tell you which one is which. There is your full instructions included in there as well, which tells you what you've got in there. Here are the seeds included in that kit. So you've got your tomato, which is called Tiny Tim. We've got the tomato Garden Pearl. We've got the tomato yellow. Sorry, I'm not showing it to you very well. We've got the chili pepper, and we've got the sweet pepper down there as well. And then it just tells you everything that you're going to do in there with all the instructions included.
It really has been very well thought through as this one, and so I desperately try and get my nieces into gardening because it's just so important. And that is a lovely kit. It's only $5.99.
I quite want to do it myself, to be honest with you. Forget the kids. I want to do this one.
Well, they've made it easy. You've got everything, haven't you?
You've got your little label tags, so you can write on them and stick them in the pots.
Now, obviously, once the seeds have germinated, you will have to pot them onto bigger pots. Of course you will. But that is everything you need to get them, started. And I just think it's a really fun kit, and it's under £6, $5.39 for club members. So if you've got little ones in your family that are just beginning to show signs of being keen on gardening, perfect little Christmas gift.
I love it. That's a really great little kit, and it's only $5.99.
Yeah.
It's only $5.99.
Oh, $5.39 for club members, Bex.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hadn't really paid attention to the price. That's amazing.
There's your Christmas gift sorted.
Thank you very much. I don't mind. That's all good for me.
Jokes apart, I always sow tomato seeds. Bex does. Occasionally I've grown chilies, but it's a bit fiddly, and to have all the seeds just embedded in that biodegradable paper in the disc, I think it's really clever.
Nice and easy, very, very clever, very simple, and really, well contained, basically.
And to get the pots of compost, your little watering tool as well, brilliant. And you even get your labels as well. Love that one, really love it. Right. What do you want to see next, Bex?
Well, we've got some more gift ideas, and we've got three. Well, actually, we've got 4 Amaryllis, but let's go and see the boxed Amaryllis, shall we?
Yeah, show me the way to the Amaryllis.
Show you the way to Amaryllis. We've got 3 different ones here, which are all boxed. We've got Christmas Star, we've got Snow Queen, and we've got Red Velvet. You could go for all 3 of these and could grow them all quite happily, but you could just choose whichever one is your favourite colour.
Do you want to start with the Red Velvet?
Yeah, let's go full on festive, shall we? Full on Christmas, and that is the Red Velvet. So in each of these, what you're going to get is a kit, very much like that seed kit. So they're boxed. They come with the large box. I mean, you should be able to open a box, for crying out loud. What is wrong with you? Right, in here, what you get is you get the pot. You also get the huge, great big bulb, and you're going to get the compost in there as well. So again, all you have to do is rehydrate that compost. You can plant your bulb. They get planted quite shallow. So normally to about there.
Yeah, make sure the top third
isn't in the compost. Needs to be out of the compost, and you're good to go. Water around the edge, and within about 8 weeks, you will start seeing the beautiful flower that you got with this one.
It's about 8 weeks on average from planting to getting those flowers. So if you plant it, you're going to get it in the next week or so. That's going to be flying in February, which is one of the dullest months,
maybe
isn't
around Valentine's as well, which would be lovely. So I know we're talking festive, but this could also be a lovely Valentine's thing, couldn't it?
And with it being that large bulb, it was smaller Amaryllis bulbs. Quite often you just get one stem, but with the large ones, and we can't obviously guarantee it, but you're more likely to get 2. And each one of those stems can produce 4, even 6 flowers.
Yeah, and they can get to, they can get to a good 60 centimetres in height as well. They're quite large, quite sturdy flowers. We had one every year as children, and I loved it. I loved seeing how tall it would grow, and some years, you might go even taller than 60 centimetres. And the flowers are huge. I mean, they're big, they're dramatic. They really are quite spectacular. I mean, I love to buy Amaryllis as a cut flower, but I mean, even one stem of an Amaryllis could be like £10, can't it? So they are a beautiful flower. You can get them to reflower as well the following year, but that is a great gift as well at £9.99. Yeah. So that's a red velvet. Yeah, lovely gift. Just 2 other colours if you want to choose from those. So you've got the beautiful red velvet. We've got the Snow Queen, which is that pure sort of white. That then you've got that greeny yellow colour in the centre there. Or you could go for the Christmas star at the end there, which still has that red colour, but then you've got the white centres in there as well. I think that one's probably the most visually stunning. But it's up to you.
Yeah, I think that's my favourite. And I mean, I will be honest, yes, you will find Amaryllis in some of the supermarkets and things like that, but ours are outstanding quality. They are superb large bulbs, about 26 to 28 centimetres.
Really big bulbs.
Yeah, and that makes a difference. It really does. So you're far more likely to get bigger flowers, taller stems, more stems on each one of these bulbs. They're superb, really are. I know when once you plant an Amaryllis, once it gets going, you can literally see overnight it can sometimes grow an inch or so.
Yeah, I love it. I love it when you get plants like that.
I do. Yeah.
Some are slow growers and that's fine, but it is lovely when you get a really vigorous growing one. Like
give me a clue. Come on.
Your favourites in the garden. It's purple. It's see-through.
Verbena bonariensis.
Verbena bonariensis. There we go.
There
Like Verbena bonariensis.
Yeah, you're right.
You go out the next day and all of a sudden it's grown by that much. It's incredible when you you see it grow quickly.
We have got Sarcococca coming up on the show.
Yeah,
you're going to wait years for that to shoot up. But it's lovely. One of my dad's old expressions was horses for courses. Sometimes you do want a vigorous plant, sometimes you don't. You want things to stay compact. But Amaryllis are absolutely superb, and they're only 9 out of 10. If you've never grown one, give it a go. Right now, 161 180. But how cute is that answer?
Please. Okay, my mum's going to go crazy for this if she's watching. I think this is exactly the sort of thing that my mum would want to buy. Honestly, I think this is just so cute. I love him.
So I've just been asked, have I ever been in a hot air balloon? I have you?
I have, yes.
And what do you think?
I actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did. Very peaceful, isn't it?
Very calm.
Yeah.
We were all very excited and all like, woo! But then as soon as we got... Everyone just shut up.
It's a lovely experience,
really
isn't it?
Quiet.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you're flying really high up, but we could hear the cows mooing on the ground.
Because they only ever, a hot air balloon flight only ever takes place on a really still day.
Yeah, but also you're travelling with
the wind.
Which means that you're able to hear because the sound travels on the wind.
Yeah.
It's amazing how it works.
But if you're not able to go on a hot air balloon flight, why not just have Santa in your home? Because this is a lovely hanging ornament, only $19.99. And I just think I've got like favourite Christmas ornaments. I've had some of them I've even had since I was a child, and I think this would become a favourite, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I really enjoy this one. Oh my word, do I need to order this as well?
I bet your kids would love this one.
Kids would love this. I mean, it's just hanging up somewhere. And this would come out every single year, wouldn't it? This would be the one that comes out every year. Oh, it can be freestanding.
Yes, because the balloon has got like a metal structure in it. So if you don't have anywhere to hang it, you could just have it, say, freestanding. It's like
an umbrella inside, isn't it? It's like an umbrella fastening to open it up.
And you just kind of... So it all stores down in a nice... Well, it comes in a smallish... In fact, the box is down here, isn't it, Bex? Yeah. So it all fits in there. But it's only $19.99, and I always think I like every year to get a few new Christmas decorations, and that could be a great addition to any family.
Yeah, I quite like that.
Yeah, I do. And he's got all his parcels. He's got a little Christmas tree. I love the kind of plush, kind of velvety feel to the balloon.
Plush velvet on it.
And to me, red and green, just classic Christmas colours, aren't they?
Yeah. He's very cute. I mean, $19.99 as well. That's a really good price for that. And of course, 10% discount if you're in the club. £17.99 for a Christmas decoration that you're going to bring out every single year. That'd be so cool.
You know, when we talk about club membership, we often say that for gifts and certain things, you only get a 5% discount, but you are getting your full 10% on that.
You are indeed.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Right.
Just straightening Santa's beard.
I did mine this morning. Right. We've got loads of plants as well.
Yeah, let's do it, shall we?
Where do you want to start, Bex? Mahonia
I'm going to go
Christmas?
Mahonia, I think.
Yeah, or Camellia?
We'll come back to the little festive bits. But yeah, we'll start with Mahonia. Or we should give everyone a reminder, shouldn't we, about the prize draw?
Because that finishes today, doesn't it?
Yeah, we've only got about an hour and a half left for you to get your entries in. They close at midday. Now, you can win a pair of the Holly Standards. The lights aren't going to come with it. That's another item we've got available on the show. You can order them if you want to. But the Holly Standards are what's in the prize draw, along with the pots that they are currently stood in as well.
Yeah. And we are also running the competition on Instagram, TikTok and Facebook. They're separate competitions. So if you want to increase your chances fourfold of winning, then just go, say, on our website, so not on the internet rather, just email us, ygtv@yougarden.com. When it says actual subject, all you need to do is put Holly in there, as Bex just said, but also there's a separate competition on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok. So there's 4 prizes in total. If you want to buy them, by the way, they're only $44.96 and they do include the 2 13-inch planters and the lovely blue-made holly, which are covered in buds. They really are, and they're not quite as spiky as some other varieties of holly. They're nice and soft to the touch as well.
Did we say how to enter for today on YGTV? Did you say that?
Yeah, I just said it, yeah.
Sorry.
We're good today because I just said, I wonder if Bex has already said this.
We're doing really well.
But on all the different platforms, TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and YouGarden, the competition, or the prize draw, I should say, finishes at midday today if you're watching live. This Thursday, the 12th
Get your
of December.
entries in. Message your friends as well. Just tell them to send an email to that address.
Yeah. Spread the word.
Don't tell them why, and then you can win. Then you can take the prize off them.
But yeah, spread the word.
Spread the word, definitely.
Right. We have got some lovely winter flying plants for you right now, and with these are been specially selected because they all look fabulous pretty much in winter time. Well, they all do actually.
Yeah, they all do. So I mean, Mahonia, let's start with Mahonia, the soft caress. This one is fantastic because it's evergreen, first of all. So yeah, it looks like this at this particular time of year, but there's 2 amazing features of Mahonia, the soft caress. Now let's think about traditional Mahonia, shall we, first of all? How big does that get?
About 2.5 metres at least.
How prickly is that?
Oh, I used to have one in my old house in the garden, and honestly, sometimes even the dead leaves, even wearing gardening gloves, they would actually poke through.
Absolutely.
Lethal.
I think it's one of the
not
most
lethal. That's wrong to say, but yeah,
it's one of the sharpest, isn't it, when it comes to garden plants? And that might be good for you. That's fine. But if you love the look of Mahonia, but A, you don't like the size, and B, you don't like how sharp it is, then this is the one for you, because this is a compact, spine-free Mahonia. The first one in existence. It's amazing. Really clever breeding here. So this is only ever going to get to about 1 metre by 1 metre. So somewhere between 3 and 4 feet height and spread here. But no needles, no spiky bits, nothing to hurt you, which is incredible, isn't it? I love that. Really, really clever breeding there. Sometimes I know people use the spiky plants as like security hedging and things, and I get that, totally understand it. However, a lot of the time we just don't need those spikes on our plants, and that's what we've got here with this incredibly clever breeding. It's beautiful.
And it did win Plant of the Year at Chelsea 2013, this one, didn't it?
Indeed, yeah.
Yeah, so,
and you can see why, can't you?
Well, all
Compact,
the benefits.
Evergreen, no spikes.
Great
Brilliant.
for pots as well, like the traditional Mahonia goes a bit too big sometimes for pot, but this is great for pots. And does flower a bit early, doesn't it, this one?
Yeah, so, I mean, late summer, so sometime around August through to probably into October, you'll get those beautiful flowers on there. The RHS gave it their badge of perfect for pollinators. It has a nice, sweet sort of honey scent when you get those flowers coming through as well. So it's a really good one for bringing pollinators into the garden. It's completely winter hardy, so it's not one that needs any of your extra winter protection. And it's really well established. I mean, it comes in, what size pot is that?
19 centimetres.
19 centimetre. That is A really, really well-established plant
and it
already.
looks, I mean, it's December, and it's a really good-looking plant for December.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
You know, even though it will have already flowered, you've got beautiful foliage.
It's quite fern-like, isn't it?
Oh, it's lovely. Yeah, love that one. And only $17.99 for club members. $5.10.99 for 9. Right, a joint favourite of ours now, Bex.
Yeah, I loved Sarcococca. So this is one that, again, sorry for the regulars who've heard this story multiple times.
I love to hear it, Bex.
Thank you. I hunted this plant down because when I was out on a walk, and it's good. It's more than 10 years ago now. I was out on a walk and just could smell the most... I love sweet, vanilla-y smells. It talks to me. I was out for a walk and I could smell this, and I knew it was coming from a plant, and I couldn't work out. And I'm running around trying to find it. Eventually found it, took a picture of it, sent it to my mum going, what is this plant? I need it in my garden. And she sent me a message back saying, I think it's Christmas box. And she's right, this is one of the other names. It's known as sweet box or Christmas box. Winter gem, and that's because the scent you get from these flowers in winter is like chocolate. It's like sweet vanilla, beautiful.
And you only need, if you once this is established, if you literally just cut off a couple of stems and brought them inside in an arrangement, it would fill the room.
Yeah, because it's very strong scent you get from it. And I mean that in the best possible way. Honestly, it is such a gorgeous, strong scent you get.
And what I really love about this, it's a plant that can actually live in shade as well, which there are very few plants that produce flowers that as fragrant as this that actually will tolerate a shady area. You could put it in a bright area, but in pretty much full shade, it still does well, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, this is why it is an absolute gem, because it's evergreen, it flowers in winter, has an amazing scent, and can cope with all locations, bright sun or full shade. And it's really not fussy about soil type either, as long as it's free draining.
I just think
perfectly happy.
It's one of those plants that if you haven't discovered it, you do need to discover it today and invest in one. Adam Woolcott, one of our other garden experts, he uses this as a lot in his garden displays.
Yeah.
And the leaves are beautiful. Oh, and the flowers just coming out.
Yeah, they're just, I mean, it's buds at the moment, but they come all the way down the stem as well, so you do get lots of flowers.
And is it, can you smell
anything yet? It's not fragrant yet, no. The buds are there, but the flowers haven't quite opened up yet. But as soon as they open up, I mean, the scent just from this one plant, I promise you, would fill the potting shed.
Yeah,
because it has such an amazing
scent.
scent.
I can't wait for those to open up in the next few weeks.
Yeah, I know, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, mine's just at the same kind of stage right now in my garden.
I need to rescue mine, bless it.
Yours is big.
Mine's being overrun. I mean, unfortunately, so it's right near the geranium roseanne that's also got the... Erigeron growing through it, and it is starting to take over the Sarcococca. Yeah. Obviously, that's dying down a little bit now, but I definitely need to move it because it's in the wrong place. But that's mine when it was in the pot.
Lovely.
And you can see that was last year before I moved it into the border. It is beautiful. The amount of flowers you get is incredible.
And it is only $11.69 for club members today. 510563 is your item number. It's a beautiful plant, so many pluses on that one. They really are.
So many.
Right, we have got jasmine coming up next.
Now this is a plant that flowers on bare branches.
Ooh.
And I am a massive fan of that. Absolutely. Any plant that flowers on the bare branches for some reason just stands out, doesn't it? The flowers really are quite obvious, quite beautiful, and this is one of those.
You're so right. I mean, you think about your magnolias. I mean, they look amazing. So that's why it's called nudiflorum.
Nudiflorum.
Yes. Because it sounds a bit naughty, doesn't it?
It does.
But it flowers on the bare branches. And the flowers are so fragrant again, aren't they?
Really, really fragrant. I mean, this one's an award winner as well. It's got the Royal Horticultural Society Award of Garden Merit, so we know that this one is a proven performer. And the great thing, obviously, is it's a winter flowering plant. So, obviously, I mean, they're in 9cm pots now. We're not going to expect too many flowers from this year. But next year, you are going to get so many of these flowers, and they are going to flower between November and March. So right the way through the winter time, you're going to have those, I mean, look at those. Bright yellow, amazing fragrance, and then it's going to get followed by the glossy green foliage that comes with it.
And I always think that with this winter jasmine, it's got a lovely kind of natural growth habitat.
Yeah,
it's not, it's like informal looking, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. So you can grow this up trellises, you can grow it up fences, you could probably grow it in one of our tower pots as well if you wanted to. It can get to probably a good 2.5 metres, so it really will cover a space quite happily. You could grow this, I mean, if you've got a lovely seating area outside, you know, like a pergola or something or other. We obviously use them a lot during the summertime, but it'd be really lovely to have that in the winter as well, wouldn't it? I'm not suggesting you're going to go out there and sit out there for hours on end, but if you're out pottering around in the garden, it'd be lovely to have that little area.
I mean, in the winter time, where you do sometimes get those lovely
nice
crisp
days.
And you know, if you wrap it well, I love to sit outside in the garden in winter.
I agree. Get a little fire pit going.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But you get all through those just $12.97. Now we are going to move on to a spectacular hellebore next.
Here we go.
And I say spectacular. These are known as the Christmas rose, and this particular breed, amazing.
Wow.
Now I've sent you some pictures of mine actually, Bex.
Oh, have you?
Yes, because what I did this year, I bought 15 of these, and because I have them inside over Christmas. I've tried to be creative, Bex. So I've done, basically I went to an antique store.
Oh, right, I'm going to go backwards.
Right.
We've got pictures of your mum as well, haven't we?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go backwards.
So I've put them inside in little pots.
Oh, no.
And mine are they're covered in buds, but they're just beginning to open up.
Oh, look at that display.
So I made that just with, there's 5 hellebores in there, a bit of ivy, a few cones and things. But imagine it's just about to... So I bought that...
That's awesome.
That's
awesome.
So a friend of mine, she's an antique dealer, and she did a fair. It wasn't even expensive. But I just, you know, like you just do an impulse buy, and I thought, I want to buy that and do a plant display.
Yeah, why not? Love it. Right by the patio doors there. That's really cute.
Is that right, isn't it?
I love it. Oh, and then we've got to show pictures. Morning, Carol, if you're watching.
So,
Shaun says you're watching this morning. Good morning.
So this next picture has got nothing to do with plants.
Oh, look.
But my mum was 84 yesterday.
Happy birthday, Carol.
So there she is, bless her. She got all dressed up.
Oh, your shoes. Hang on, look at those lovely shoes.
My mum, bless her, is still so stylish at 84. But my mum got me into gardening. That's our thing, you know. Me and mum love gardening together. But she looks good, doesn't she?
She looks lovely. You're wearing the same jumper.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I can wear it 2 days when I had a t-shirt underneath.
That's all right. I'm wearing the same jumper I wore yesterday as well. So
I promise it didn't smell. I only had it on for a couple of hours.
She looks beautiful.
Doesn't she, though?
Well
Bless
done.
her. So there she is.
So
happy birthday, Mum. Do you know, I put a picture of her on my Facebook, and loads of people have said how nice she looks.
Aww.
So nobody said I look nice, by the way.
No. Not next to your mum.
I don't mind. It was Mum's day. So, yes. So, yeah, if you ever want to follow Bex on social media, you can do, of course. I'm Shaun Ryan, presenter and plant man on Facebook and Instagram. And Bex is everywhere, aren't you?
I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
There's me. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm also on TikTok as well. So if you're on TikTok, I'm Bex Edwards on TikTok.
But yeah, if you ever want to follow us, find out what we're up to, we'd love you to follow us. Right, hellebores, let's talk about this, because they are
That's a beautiful display you've done. Well done.
Thank you.
Really nice. But you can do something similar, and just check these out. I'm just going to remove this tag because it's destroying the beauty of that particular plant there. Look at that one. Look at how white they are. There's several buds still on there waiting to open up. They're upright as well, which is what I really like about these, because hellebores do tend to have a sort of nodding appearance, don't they?
Yeah, in fact, a friend of mine was talking about hers the other day. She saw mine, she said, oh, I like those. And hers, she said, oh, I've got the ones that, you know, that always point downwards so you don't get all the beauty.
And they've got a charm to them. They've got a certain charm, certain beauty, but these ones are especially bred to keep them upright.
And actually, the ones that we've got here in the potting shed, because all the flowers are new, they're all this lovely kind of crisp white. But as these flowers age, they go the most beautiful kind of green and a little bit pinky. I think these are all new, aren't they?
These are all new. These are all fresh. So they're all beautiful and bright and white. I mean, this one, I can't believe how many buds are on this one waiting to open up. But yeah, they will age beautifully, as Shaun said, into those sort of shabby chic colours.
And you can do what I've done. I've got mine indoors for Christmas, and they're fine inside for a few weeks. But obviously, once Christmas is over, I will put them outside because they would prefer a nice cold cold area, some fresh air. But they're fine. You know, I did it last year. I had them inside for Christmas, and they were great. They really were. So just a little idea for you. But you get all three. They will be covered in buds, and we really mean that. Flowers and buds. They're prolific flowers, and I love them. Christmas rose, stunning. 560054. What's Stu saying?
Stu's saying your plants will be fine indoors because you're a northerner, you don't put the heating on.
Do you know what? It's sort of right there. Me and my other half have got this debate with the heating. I'm like, no, let's put it on.
Where's Stu from? Is he southern?
No, well, he's Northampton, but he's just like tight. No, he's not tight. That's wrong. But he's about things like heating.
Just put a jumper on.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm still cold. Well, put a coat on then. I'm not
walking around the house in my coat.
I'll be honest, our trouble is we've got a conservatory, and it's one of those, you know what conservatories are like, they do need a lot of heating.
They do.
Yeah. So it is quite chilly in there at the moment, and the hellebores love it. Right. We are getting busy this morning. Thank you to everyone that's joined us. Poinsettias are going really quickly. We'll go back to that in a second. But we've got one other festive plant for you over here, and it's the Camellia.
Oh, it's so festive as well. I hope you got hold of yours because we brought this to the potting shed a few weeks ago, didn't we? Like 4 weeks ago. And we were saying how many buds there were on these plants waiting to open up. So please, if you've got one and you know it's looking good like this, all those buds are starting to open up, send us a picture, will you please? ygtv@yougarden.com. That's the email address. I adore this plant. I think it is so bright and beautiful and festive. You've got the deep green glossy leaves on there that are the perfect backdrop for those amazing flowers. Bright red petals, but it's the yellow centres, isn't it? It's those stamens that steal the show with this plant.
And you know, I always think, if you really want to make your home look as Christmassy and as inviting as possible, just imagine this outside in a lovely pot. And, you know, I'd be there with my pine cones and things like that around it. But it really is a stunner. But even when it finishes flying, you always get, with the camellias, beautiful glossy leaves.
Yeah, you do. It's evergreen, so it's there all year round, looking amazing. It does need a bit of ericaceous compost, though, we will tell you that. So don't plant this out into your regular borders because it just won't like it. So if you've got ericaceous borders already, then brilliant, you can plant it out there. But it does make a perfect plant to put into a pot as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it can get really big. It's a camellia, so it can get to sort of, 3 metres height. It can get to a couple of metres spread if you want to let it get to that size in a border somewhere. But you can keep it a little bit more manageable if you keep it in a large pot. It won't get to those great big sizes if you don't want it to.
But is it amazing that this particular breed of camellia flowers at Christmas time?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. November, I mean, it started budding up and it will start flowering sort of mid to late November, but it'll keep going right the way through Christmas and into January as well. It should do.
Well, it's under £20, $17.99. Really popular last year, and we have brought it back today on our... This is a bit of a Christmas special today.
I know.
Yeah.
I love it.
And we're getting really busy, actually. Right, we better go back to our Christmas table over there.
Yeah, and we hear that Santa in the Balloon is also getting quite popular as well. I'll just grab the iPad.
It's great. Under £20... Okay. We're a bit fast there. Hang on. Right.
Love him.
Look.
Love him so
much.
And
I as a child, we had my auntie and uncle used to own an electrical shop, and we had the centre light in our bedroom was a balloon with little animals in it.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. So the lampshade was like a balloon, and it had a little basket underneath it with little cuddly toys in and animals. But I just think this is so cute. And again, if you've got kids, grandkids, I always think it's nice to buy one new Christmas decoration every year if you can afford it.
I might get this.
It's great. I'm really tempted
We
myself.
have a tradition in our family, so we go and buy a bauble each.
Every year? Oh, nice.
So the boys have got their own box, and every year their new bauble goes into the box. So then when they move out, they've got a box of baubles. It's a random selection, you can imagine.
Yeah, but that's nice.
But yeah, they've got their little box of baubles that they'll take with them when they eventually move out.
So last year, just to let you know, my other half, Jay, we never do this at home, so we put the Christmas tree up after a couple of glasses of wine, right?
Oh, right, okay.
Seemed like a good idea. Right. Jay starts putting the first bauble on, and I've got some lovely baubles, collect them for years. Drops it. I thought it was quite funny at first.
Okay.
I was a bit like, I thought...
Oh, well. Laugh it off.
Next one.
No!
Yeah. He broke 6 baubles that year. And I was absolutely furious. But like once it got to bauble number 3,
yeah, no, it's not funny anymore.
Yeah, 6 baubles broken. So this year we put the tree up completely sober. You'd be pleased to know. But so never, yeah. But
I
anyway,
did it the other day. I've got a few beautiful glass baubles, and he's got a VR headset. I don't know if you've seen him. He's got the VR virtual reality, and he's got to run in the game, and he uses his arms, and he got too close to the Christmas tree, hit the Christmas tree, glass bauble smashed on. I was like.
But I mean, decorations do get broken, or they get a bit tired. But this is brand new, really cute. Now we've got the hot air balloon hanging, but actually because of the metal structure inside it, you can actually have it just standing on the side, and it will still look like it's floating. Yeah.
So I just realised if I do that, I might stop it from hanging. But yeah, you can actually have it freestanding very happily. It's like a little umbrella thing inside, so it just kind of pops it up.
It's like a metal frame that goes up and down. But it's really well made, this one. You've got like a lovely velvety, plush green and red. Lovely, say, gold here on the ropes for the balloon.
Very nice.
Then, you've got this lovely, again, sort of like velvety balloon basket with Santa, the Christmas tree, all the little presents. It's really cute and been really popular today.
Yeah.
I like that. Like it a lot.
It's been very popular. You've been going for it as well. You still get your extra 10% discount on this, by the way, if you are in the club. It's going to be £17.99, and you will get it before Christmas. So do get your order in. We are guaranteeing Christmas delivery up until, I think it's Monday, we stop taking those orders. So go for it. Oh, apparently we've had some suggestions for the crossword clue.
Yes, your free gift today, this will keep you occupied. I mean, if you're as bad as crosswords as Bex and I, this is going to keep you occupied for months. But we were on page 43, crossword number 43.
Yeah.
And we couldn't get one across, which is energetically. George has got the answer.
Strenuously.
I think that's it.
What's one down? One down is expressing.
No, but
boredom.
actually, no, we need 2 down, don't we? Because like one.
Oh, 2 down. Speak to. Speak to. 7 letters. Converse. That's 8 letters. Converse. Speak to. I've never been good at crosswords, all right?
Hang on, it'd be a T the same. Because if it's strenuously across, it's a T.
It's T.
Talking.
Talking. George, you might be right.
Yeah.
3 down.
Oh, God, we're here to talk about plants.
All right,
bags.
stop. That's
It's a really good free gift.
It's got Sudoku in there, it's got word searches, and it's got puzzles in there, and it's got Peter McDermott on the front cover. For no reason.
And that's his favourite picture from 1992 as well. So.
Morning, Peter, if you're watching.
Does he still look like that? No, he does actually.
Yeah, he does look like that.
Yeah.
He does, for sure. You get
By the way, if you don't see me again, I've had a lovely time at YouGarden. But no, so jokes apart, it's a lovely puzzle book, and there's lots of sort of like plant-based things there as well.
And it is a free gift, and you do get that free gift when you place your order. You can get multiples if you place multiple orders. All you have to do is enter that code you can see down there, this week's code. Is that correct, Stu?
Oh no, that's last week's.
It's wrong.
Well
Sorry,
done,
guys. Don't be using that code. The code you need is YGTV 5024. Apologies.
Yeah.
To be honest, if you're using 4924, it'll probably still work. You'll get a free gift.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll get that free gift though. But yes, 5024 is the free code for this week.
Yeah. Good job we're on the ball, Bex.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Doing really well today.
There you go.
Right, so the Poinsettia has been going very, very busy today. Absolutely not surprised. Poinsettias are very traditionally festive, aren't they?
They really are
the festive display at this time of year.
And I mean the value, because these are, I mean they're big and they're beautiful.
They're a really good size.
And it works out for club members.
It's £3.99 if you're not in the club.
So if it was £4 each if you're not at the club. But then
£3.59.
Yeah, I'm going to say 360-ish. Yeah. Yeah. I mean that's really, and they really look at the quality of them. They're beautiful. And you know, Poinsettias, some people do have them just for Christmas, but actually they make a really nice house plant.
Poinsettias are for life, not just for Christmas.
That's true. So you'll get, these are called bracts, by the way, so they're modified leaves. So that you get all these lovely red leaves. You get the little, say, flowers in the centre. They tend to stay closed, these lovely sort of like yellows in the centre. But it is that classic green and red, so they are synonymous with Christmas time. But what will happen, you'll keep getting the red bracts probably till January, February time, maybe a bit later. Then they'll just start to go green. It's still a really nice house plant. And then if you want it to exhibit these colours again, you do need to starve it of light in the autumn. So, but 10 weeks before Christmas, make sure it only gets light for a few hours a day. Ideally, you want to give it at least 12 hours of darkness. And then they do come back.
Stick it in a cupboard.
I'd put it in a bedroom where you're not, sort of like, or a room where you're not got the lights on and off all the time. That's right. Because if it was in the lounge, for example, because you're probably thinking, we only get about 8 hours of daylight in the winter anyway. But it's when you've got natural and unnatural light. Okay. So it needs to be in a room where you're not constantly putting the lights on and off.
So just stick it in the spare room somewhere.
Yeah, that's what to say. That's what I did with mine, stick it in the spare bedroom that's not used a lot. But anyway, it's a lovely plant and the value is amazing. And they're very... I'm not being funny. Some of the supermarkets have got some absolutely shocking
they're not good, are they?
They're not. They're really not.
Saw
and
the other
also,
day.
like, why? I'm going to have a bemoan now. But so many supermarkets have poinsettias near the front doors.
Yes, and they hate the draft.
Yes, so they're constantly in the cold draft.
So they look fine when you buy them, but then you get them home and they're not so happy.
Yeah, so ours are premium quality. They're really big, they're beautiful, and they are working out for club members $3.60 each. They are on pre-order, guaranteed to arrive before Christmas, of course, but selling really quickly.
I'd go for the pack of 3 because you can get one if you want to. It's up to you, but they're $9.99 individually. So I would go for the 3. It's only a couple of quid more. You're getting all 3 of those rather than just $9.99 for one. 800374 is the item number if you want to get the pack of 3. Make sure you use the offer code, which has now been updated. YGTV5024 is this week's offer code to get your free gift and to get all your discounts applied to your order.
Now, do you know, we're really pleased this has been popular today.
I love that.
It's so cute. So I got into gardening from a very early age. I was 3-4, I remember gardening. And I would have loved this as a child. And I always think, not 34, age 3 to 4. Because they've really, this is from our Blooming Fast range, and it's been really well thought through. Because I think as a child, you want your first experience of gardening to be good, don't you?
Yeah, positive, definitely. I mean, this is going to make life really simple, really easy. You're getting all of these amazing little bits and pieces in here, the 5 different coloured pots. You're getting the labels so that you can write on them and stick them in the pots, which ones you're planting. You're getting the dehydrated compost in there, but I really like the way that the seeds have been laid out into these decomposable?
Yeah.
Is that the word I'm looking for?
That'll do.
The seed bits.
Compostable. Yeah. Biodegradable.
Biodegradable, that's the word I was looking for. Thank you.
Yeah.
The biodegradable little pads here. So all the discs have had the seeds laid out in them, so the spacing is absolutely perfect. You don't need to worry about that. Because seed sowing can be a bit fiddly, can't it? And for kids and stuff, that can be really annoying.
And all you do is, and again, all the instructions are very clearly laid out, but you rehydrate the compost, you put most of it into the pot, just keep a bit back, and then you put your seed disc there, and then just cover the top with a little bit of compost. But that's it, and then how do you water their Bex?
Oh, well, I love this little addition here. Okay, so this is a little screw cap that will go onto a standard sort of water bottle, standard drink bottle. Just screw that onto the top, and then you've got your own little watering can, your own little watering system. So it does include absolutely everything that you need. It's only $5.99 or $5.39 if you're in the club, and that is a brilliant little stocking filler, Secret Santa gift. Any of those things. Right. Love that.
Do you know what? I'm going to get... They won't be watching, so I can say I'm going to get my nieces. I am. Because one of them is showing a few signs of liking gardening.
Really?
So, yeah. And that's your great instructions. That is lovely. It's just so well thought through. Great little stocking filler and only $5.99. In fact, yeah. I'm definitely going to get that.
I don't think I can get my, maybe the youngest one, but my eldest son did say to me, I love what you've done in the bathroom, Mum, because I've turned the bathroom into a bit of a jungle oasis. I've put loads and loads of plants in there. He's like, can you do that to my bedroom?
Really?
So I think he's into having the plants, not necessarily growing them.
Oh, that's good. That's
a start, isn't it?
Right. Good morning, by the way.
Hello,
welcome to YGTV. We'd love you to be part of the show today, so email us, ygtv@yougarden.com. Get involved. Let us know what you're buying today. Let us know what you're ordering.
Yeah.
I know lots have gone for the poinsettias.
Nathan at East Coast. Good morning to you. He says, is it wrong that I'm still ordering palm trees in the middle of winter?
No.
Absolutely not.
So I've bought a few things for my tropical area recently, haven't I?
Yeah.
No, you get good deals sometimes at this time of year.
Actually, it's the best time, isn't it? Because you get the best deals, because not everybody's thinking about doing it. So you do get some really good deals.
Benny's watching us on Facebook.
Morning, Penny. Thank you.
Is it Penny or Benny?
Penny.
So Penny with the P. If there is a Benny watching, hello to you, Benny,
Good morning,
as well.
Benny,
I'm sure there's a Benny watching somewhere. Right. So let's remind you, we've still got loads to show you today on YGTV, but we would love you to be part of the show. So the poinsettias, one of the best sellers so far. They're stunning. As I was mentioned earlier, these originate from Mexico, where they grow as trees, but they just make the best festive houseplants. 800 374, you get all three of those. They're big, they're in 13 centimetre pots. You can get a single. Is a single about $9.99? I think it is, yes, I don't. For an extra couple of pounds, you'll get three rather than just one. 800 374. Now, we've also got for you freshly made garlands. Now, we actually have these hand finished locally. So they actually use the Norway spruce. So a beautiful, beautiful foliage to these, and then they're hand finished and hand decorated as well. So they use Nordman fir they use to actually create these gorgeous, gorgeous garlands. 170034, and that's what it's so plush and lush and hand decorated as well. Now there's also a matching wreath. I'd say the lovely thing about these, they look great, they feel great, and they smell great, of course, as well. So the matching wreath is a 30 centimetre one. And obviously, a lot of the decorations that are on here, you can take off once the wreath's gone over and use them for other festive activities next year. 170033. And lots of choice when it comes to our Amaryllis. Now again, these are great because these are super size bulbs, and the bigger the bulb, it just means you're going to get bigger flowers, maybe potentially taller flowers, and more stems of flowers as well. So you get a large bulb, you get the compost, just need to add a bit of water to that, and you get the planting pot as well. So the only thing you need is a little bit of water. And they normally flower 8 weeks after planting, so they might even be flowering round about Valentine's Day if you're lucky as well. 168.89. So that's the red velvet. Then we have got the Snow Queen, exactly the same, everything in the kit. So you get the bulb, large bulb of course, the compost and the planting pot as well. And then Bex and my favourite is the Christmas Star, which is this absolute stunner of an Amaryllis with that star shape in the centre with the white, then the velvety red petals, absolutely beautiful. 161180. And then we've got the Yuletide for you. Now this is a beautiful Camellia, which always flowers around about Christmas time. So it starts towards the end of November. Generally speaking, it will always be in flower in December, heading into January, maybe even February as well. Fully evergreen, lovely glossy leaves. Does need an acid soil, so if you are keeping that in a pot, just make sure you buy some of our ericaceous compost. It's always handy to have that, because we have a fair amount of plants throughout the year that do need an acid soil. So if you've got a bag of that, it just comes in really, really handy. 510818 for the Camellia Yuletide. And then the hellebores, as you know, I mentioned it, I bought 15 of these the other week, and I've done lots of lovely indoor displays with them because they, at Christmas time, they can come inside. Don't leave them inside for weeks and weeks, but they'll be fine for say the Christmas period. And then once that's passed, put them outside in a nice part shady spot. even full shade, they'll do fairly well in. They flower throughout the winter months, and this particular variety has been bred to produce dozens and dozens of amazing flowers, and the flowers are upright, so they don't, some hellebores they nod down and you don't really get the full benefit of the beautiful flowers. These you do, they're upright, lovely foliage with them as well, and they will over the years just form bigger and bigger clumps. They're beautiful. I love hellebores, one of my favourite plants. 560054. Now we love this. This is our light vine, and Bex and I have decided today we are both going to order this. So I literally put this up in the potting shed a couple of hours ago. It looks amazing. You can have it as a table decoration, so it looks great, just sort of like rambling across a table. But I mean, literally, I've just hooked this over the crates in the potting shed. But I love the kind of organic look and feel. It's in this lovely satin gold, and it's a warm light as well. So it's not like the piercing bright white light. It's lovely and warm. But I just think you could be quite creative with this one. And I've got quite a lot of houseplants in my conservatory. And what I'm thinking of doing is literally having it on the ground, but sprawling over the plant pots and around the plant pots. I think it looks lovely, but it looks great on a wall as well. 161347. It is for indoors, and it is mains operated, that one as well. Now, up and away in our beautiful balloon right now with our Santa. And this is a wonderful hot air balloon. Now, it is a hanging ornament, but the actual balloon has got a metal structure inside, so you can have it just standing on a table like we've got there. But so well made, this one, because you've got the lovely kind of velvety balloon in the green and the red. You've got the lovely red basket with Santa. He's got his Christmas tree, he's got his presents in there. And I just think every year it's nice to buy something new, isn't it, with Christmas decorations. That is amazing value. $19.99, 160 440. And then don't forget our holly standards. Now, we have got them available. We get two of the blue med variety, which are covered in a female variety, covered in red berries, with lovely foliage, and they do come with those pine cone planters. They're the big ones, they're 13 inches. But if you want to try and win them, if you enter our prize draw in the next hour, you'll be in with a chance. And basically, all you need to do, you can email the potting shed, ygtv@yougarden.com, where it says subject, just put holly. You don't have to do anything else, just put holly, tell your friends about this one, or you can enter on our Instagram, on our Facebook, and on our TikTok as well. We've actually got 4 pairs of these to give away, 511603. So, Bex... I
was just trying to place an order.
Were you? I wondered what you were doing.
I was trying to place an order before we came back. I didn't quite manage to do it. For the vine and this.
Oh, well done.
I'm doing it. I'm getting both of them.
I'm
getting them both.
I'm definitely getting the vine. I might get the Santa as well.
I'm getting them both. I don't care. I'm doing it. Ah!
Do you know what I say? It's just, yeah, I think... I mean, I love the vine, but that is cute as well, isn't it?
It's so cute.
It is cute. And it reminds me of my childhood as well. So,
I love it.
Right, don't forget, if you spend over £40 today, where have I put my
It's down here. It's down here.
Where?
Down there.
I'm just trying to get my steps in. 10,000. Right, that's 20. So if you spend over £40, you will get free postage.
You will indeed.
And yeah, I always think that if you're sort of like struggling to get over £40, get some compost, because you're always going to use it, aren't you?
Absolutely, yeah. This is something you never want to run out of. Regulars, you know this. Anybody who's new to us here at YGTV, and maybe you've heard us talk about the premium professional compost in the past, and you've thought, is it really that good? Then please get hold of some of this and give it a go, because until you try it, you'll never know. You can read the thousands and thousands of reviews that we've got on the website. Over the 20 years we've been selling this product, the thousands of reviews that we've got on it, but until you use it yourself, you'll never know. This is Shaun using it in the pub garden.
Can I just say, actually, we planted these pansies, well, violas, actually, about 6 weeks ago. And despite pretty rubbish weather, They're looking amazing.
Yeah.
They really, and I put it down to the compost.
It's
and
packed
the plants,
with,
obviously.
it's packed with incredible ingredients. You know, it's got fertilizer, it's got feed, it's got there's so many things. Let's run you through it quick. So 50% composted wood fibre. You can see all that fibrous material in there, really well composted as well. No great big chunks or lumps in here. It's incredibly well composted, and that really helps with a few things. It gives it this lovely light texture, which is super important for root development and growth. They need access to oxygen. They need to be able to move, and so that composted wood fibre gives it that. But it also helps with even water distribution, which is really, really important, and it'll help with holding on to the moisture in there as well. So also important at all times of the year, particularly in the summer, obviously, when things dry out much quicker.
Now, you have got different types of peat in there as well. You've got light peats, you've got dark peats, you've got renewable peats such as sphagnum moss peat. We do sell peat-free compost, but I think many of you, if you've tried peat-free compost, I don't think some of them are quite there yet. And I did a little trial during the summer. I did some tomatoes in this compost, some in peat-free, and the ones with this compost did do better. I
did a little trial. I mean, it was fine because I think it was osteospermum or something I was growing, and they both grew okay. But that's flowers. Do you know what I mean? It's not the same as when you're trying to do fruits and tomatoes and certain things. It just doesn't make the difference it needs to make.
And we won't get into too much detail, but a lot of peat-free compost actually have got coir in them, and you have to think, so where did that coir come from? How was it shipped across the UK?
And it runs off the edge of the pot as well, which really annoys me. This stays in the pot when you're watering it, but the other stuff, it actually runs off the edge of the pot.
So, yes, it does have peat in there, but we have reduced the quantity, but there's still an element in there that really give your plants all the support they could ever imagine and wish for. Have you shown any green balls yet, Bex?
No, I haven't.
I can see loads
There's
down there.
Lots of green balls. If I just grab hold of a bit of compost there, you'll be able to see as we run through it. Now, the little green balls contain a slow-release fertiliser. The slow-release fertiliser gets released from those little green balls into the compost, and then your plants can get hold of that feed as and when they need it. I'm rubbish at remembering to feed on a regular basis. At least I know when I first plant something in here, and for the next probably 4 to 6 months, they're going to have access to that amazing feed.
And it is like an insurance, isn't it? We did briefly mention there is a wetting agent in there. Plants don't dry out as much in the winter, but on a windy day they still can. And sometimes you get those horrible windy winter days, and a hanging basket can go over in a few hours. But the great thing is that wetting agent, when you actually water the compost, the water sticks to the compost rather than running it over the sides.
And pH balanced. So it's been put in the right place for the majority of your plants to live in. So the Camellia that we've got on the show, for example, that needs to be in an ericaceous compost, so that's right at this end of the scale. And you've got alkaline right at the other end of the scale. This compost is somewhere near the middle, which is what makes it a multi-purpose, all-round compost. You don't need all those different numbered bags. Like, genuinely, it's really clever marketing. You go to the garden centre, they've got rows and rows of them. This is a number 7, that's a number 10, that's a number 11, and it is an effort to get you to buy more different types of compost. Certain plants do want specific compost, but in the most part, 98% of the things that you're going to plant in your garden or your house plants, they will live the perfect life in this one.
So true. So don't overcomplicate it.
Yeah, it's not that complicated.
So many cleaning products. Why do you need so many different cleaning products? You know, your kitchen.
I think this is what puts people off getting into gardening sometimes, though, because it appears to be really complicated, and it isn't.
And there's so much marketing spiel in those bags of compost. Oh, with added seaweed. Oh, but actually, you know, when you actually look at that added seaweed, how much is in there? 0.02% or something like that. We don't put any marketing spiel on it because it's a genuine commercial product, and it is the compost we use on our nursery. And there's 2 sites. We work at the 11-acre site, but there's another big one as well.
I know, I need to go and visit that one. I haven't been there yet.
And that's where loads more growing's done. But everything is grown in this premium professional compost. So it is the best. Amazing reviews, $24.98. Club members with your 10% discount, you get it for £22 and 48 pence. Right, we've got some lovely pots actually, Bex, haven't we?
We've got a great selection as well. There's quite a few different ones going on here. Which one do you want to start with, Stu? You choose. That's fine. You go for it. The Laval deal. All right.
I've actually got these.
Have you got them?
Yeah.
All right. These are beautiful.
Oh,
I think these are quite contemporary, aren't they?
I agree.
But having said that, I don't think they would be out of place in a... Oh, we've just seen the price. Okay, that's the price for one.
That's really good.
Because these were like $17.99, weren't they, when they first came out?
I can't remember. They were a lot more expensive.
Okay, so $4.99, or you can double up. Okay.
Oh, sorry, I was a bit slow there. Yes. You can double up on the twin pack, so you turned up before.
Yes. So you can go for 4 for $14.98, or you can go for 1 for $4.99. Is that right? 4 for $19.98.
So it works out $5 each.
So it works out $5 each either way, yeah.
Hang on though.
No,
so just saying, you wouldn't actually buy the twin pack, would you? Because that's $14.98 for 2.
Yeah.
Don't buy the twin. Either double up, or if you want 2, you want to buy 2 separate ones.
Go for 2 of the individuals.
Yes.
Correct. Yeah.
Yes. Took us a while to get that, didn't it?
Yeah, we're there now. We're there now. It's all right. It takes us a little bit of time to warm up.
Yeah.
So,
but they are. I've got these. They are beautiful. I mean, yes, they can look quite contemporary. I just think they're very stylish.
No, this is what I'm saying. Yes, they're very contemporary, but I think that they will work in no matter what style of garden you've got. They work. Oh, do you want hellebores or Camellia?
Both. I mean,
right, you have Camellia.
Camellia would be very happy there.
Very happy.
Yeah.
Hellebore. Oh, very happy.
Nothing boring about that, Bex.
Nothing boring at all. I really like the grey colour as well, because I think it's it means that it'll work no matter what the colour's in your garden.
Totally agree.
It's got that kind of nice neutral design and colour to it. Love the patterns on the side here. It's got the drainage holes already there, and actually a good amount of drainage holes for the size of the pot. The raised bit in the centre, so any extra drainage can run out from these channels at the side here. So it's a really well-designed pot, basically.
But don't buy the twin pack at $14.98.
No.
Double up.
Yes.
It works at $5 each. Or
if you just want one.
Yeah, or 3 or 5, because obviously pots sometimes look nice grouped in odd numbers. They're only $4.99 each today. I think that's lovely.
That's but that's really come down in price, because I remember when we brought those earlier, I'm sure they were much more. I
don't know what I paid, but I paid a lot more than that. But I do love them. I think they look an expensive pot. They really do.
And they're plastic, of course, so they are lightweight. They are UV stabilised. They are frost resistant, so it means they're lightweight for you to be able to carry around. But also, if you do accidentally drop or kick it around the garden, it's not going to crack and break on you like a stone or terracotta pot would. So
don't forget, double ups. You get 4 for $19.98, or go for the singles. Singles are only $4.99. They really are. Don't forget as well, you will get free postage if you spend over £40. If you spend under £40, we cap the postage at $6.99. Right, the acorns at the front, aren't they?
Yeah, so this is a lovely one, because this looks like a metal planter. It is a pack of 4 here, so you are going to get all 4 of them for £9.99. They're £2.50 each.
Wow.
That's a great. Do you know what? If you've still got some bulbs to plant, which I have,
yeah,
I can't believe I've still got some bulbs.
Do you know I've still got the free bulbs we've got with the Mascari?
The endless spring collection.
Yes, I've still got a few of those.
I've still got 2 bags of tulips, and I've still got daffodils to plant. So if you've still got some bags of bulbs to plant, like Shaun and I have, then maybe it's time to grab yourself some pots.
I don't feel bad, because I have planted probably about 800 bulbs.
Yeah, I've planted quite a lot.
Yeah, but I've just got a few left over.
I've got a few left.
But you're right, Bex, get those. And I actually also
think that design.
These could look quite festive. So if you want to put your hellebores in there, they'd look great, wouldn't they? But they're working out £2.50 each. Great drainage there as well.
Great drainage. Love the design. Little lip around the edge, which I'm feeling. Yes, it is reinforced around the edge there as well. So there's extra cost involved in putting that reinforcement on there. Lovely design. And you're getting all 4 of them. £2.50 each. Less than that if you're in the club, because you're still going to get your 10% discount. Stu just shouted in our ear, bargain. And he's absolutely right. That is a bargain. I'm glad I didn't get to place my order, because now I can add these onto my order.
Can we go bright?
Yeah, why not?
Because sometimes in the winter, I mean, driving to work today, driving home for Christmas, it was dull, yeah.
It's grey.
It was, wasn't it?
I know there's Christmas decorations and lights and stuff up, but yeah, Stu's right, you just said mizzly. It is that type of weather, isn't it, at the moment?
Yeah.
That mizzly grey kind of.
And what I do with a little area in my garden, in the winter, I actually use these pots and I brighten it all up. And it does make a difference when I look out and I see all these bright pots, and I have my hellebores in them, and some are planted with bulbs, some have just got like winter foliage and things, heathers, that kind of thing. But
they?
They're just bright, they're funky. Is that these yours from summer?
Yeah, well, that was from last summer, actually. But yeah, I love this display. They're so bright, they're so colourful. I mean, arguably, you don't need these bright colours in summertime because you're getting all the lovely bright colours from the flowers anyway, aren't you? But they are, you know, bright, colourful, happy, gorgeous colours.
And they were the hardy gerbers, weren't they, from the summer?
Yeah, that's it.
So red, pink, orange and yellow, you get one of each. They're only $7.99. But it's amazing what difference it can make just looking out on a drizzly day and seeing fantastic coloured pots. They are really, really, say, funky, bright and cheery.
Yeah, I like those.
120327.
Right, I like that one. I can't remember what it's called. This one, the Parker. This one, I really like the design on the side of it.
Yeah, and what we've done, by the way, we've just stood our Christmas tree in it.
Yeah, I mean,
it has got holes in the bottom.
It does have drainage holes, but it will fit the Christmas tree in it. You'll just need to put a plate under it or something or other to catch any extra moisture. But I really like the colour. I really like the design around the edge there. The size is really good at 12-inch diameter. So perfect to put, I mean, you could put some smaller shrubs in here. The Camellia could happily go in here. Your hellebores could happily go in here. The calicarpa, yeah, absolutely, that could go in here. But it would be perfect for putting some of those spring flowering bulbs in as well. So I just think it's that really nice sort of in-between size, isn't it, that will work for so many different things.
Fabulous design, lovely colour. So it's very sort of a natural colour, the taupe, isn't it? Really stylish. And just $5.84 if you're our club member. Got some great deals here, haven't we?
Yeah, really good. I mean, honestly, the prices on some of these pots is brilliant, particularly when you think about the quality of the pots as well. This is UV stabilised and frost resistant. It's not the cheap, nasty plastic that's only going to last you a season. This is designed to last for several years, you know, many years.
Now, if you like the look of terracotta, I mean, terracotta always looks earthy, looks natural, can look quite Mediterranean. Trouble with terracotta, it breaks, doesn't it? In fact, I'll be really honest. We had some real terracotta pots on the tables in our pub garden with our hellebores in. And you know that storm last week?
Oh.
Yeah, 3 of them broke.
Yeah.
And it's such a shame. It really is. And, you know, they were quite old and they'd been there a while. But actually, slowly but surely, I'm replacing the pots, the terracotta pots, with these because they've got all that look. But if these blew off the tables or blew over, it wouldn't matter. And you are actually getting 3 of them for $11.98. So £4 for club members, $3.60 if you're not. Yeah, we actually, on our Instagram, social media, there's a little clip of me in the pub garden. I've got some ceramic pots that cost a fortune, like 40, 50 quid each. And then there's one of our plastic one that's got the glaze on it. And
it's a great clip, actually, because it really does show how good these look next to those, because you would not be able to tell the difference. You can't see the difference, can you?
You really can't. So that's it. Like, obviously, it's a different pot, but that one is...
So the one that you've got your hand on is plastic?
Yeah.
But the ones up on the top there are not?
No.
You wouldn't know, would you?
You really wouldn't.
Yeah, you can't tell.
Yeah, and it's the same with these. They look like a really lovely aged terracotta. We call them terranotta, don't we, Bex?
Terranotta, I like that name.
Yeah, but there's a nice height to those as well. Right, which ones haven't we done yet?
Okay, so we've got the trough.
Yes.
The metal trough, and this one's great because actually this one hasn't got any holes in it. So this one could work beautifully, like indoors on a windowsill. You could put this on the kitchen windowsill, for example, with some herbs in there. Oh, Stu's just said, yeah, if you're going for the tomato and chilli kit, you could put you could get a couple of these and put them inside there as they're growing on. Really like the leafy design on here as well. It is made of actual metal. But yeah, it's certainly going to last a long time, and it could go outside, it could go in. I think it lends itself to being indoors, doesn't it? Will zinc rust?
Do you know what? I would
expect you to know that, Stu.
I'd use that. I think it looked really nice with quite often you buy potted herbs at Christmas time.
Yeah.
They look great in there.
I've always got a pot, because we like a lot of Italian in our house. We like a lot of so I've basil basically. I've always got a pot of basil on the kitchen windowsill. This would be perfect for putting the herbs in. Apparently it will, but it takes a lot longer than other types of metal. Zinc oxide forms a lot slower, 100 times slower than iron oxide. I knew that, right?
Yeah.
He wasn't saying that in my ear.
No. I was just about to say that as well, actually, Bex. Right, and then our final pots that are on offer today. And my mum's got these.
Has she?
Yeah, the wicker ones, yeah.
I'm sure I had some of these as well. I don't know what I've done with them though.
Well, you've got that many pots, probably hidden behind some other ones. So I'll give you the details of these. These are our final pots on offer today. And they're just £3.99, so they're half price basically, or $3.59 for club members. But they're just, I don't know, the black and white, that chalky look, again, it just works, doesn't it? Simple but effective.
Yeah, I mean, so daffodils in here, this is what I see every time I look at these pots. I can just imagine daffodils, you know, or tete-a-tetes or something in there. They're bright yellow with the black and white wicker. I think that works perfectly, doesn't it?
And again...
I'm sure there's lots of other things, but that's just what I see when I see those.
By the way, Neil, you've made us feel better because Neil's just messaged and said he's still got some bulb planted as well. December's still okay. I do think when it gets to January, you're pushing it a little bit.
Pre-Christmas, they have to be in the ground pre-Christmas.
Yeah, I think so. I do remember. Do you remember Bex last year? I did plant some.
We did some in January, didn't we?
End of January.
End of Jan.
And then some came up, some didn't produce.
I mean,
flowers.
they'll come up this year.
Yeah. I've kept them.
But yeah.
So anyway, no worries if you're not planted all your bulbs. You've still got a few weeks, definitely. Right. Good. It is morning, isn't it? Yes, good morning.
Still morning. Oh, we haven't got long left. You've got 40 minutes.
Yes.
To get in for the giveaway for the pair of holly standards here. If you want to, we've got 4 different pairs to give away. One is for the YGTV viewers. So all you have to do is email ygtv@yougarden.com. Put the subject line of the email as holly, Holly, and then you will be in for a chance of winning the pair of holly standards with the lovely pots to go with them. I've had mine a couple of years now and it's amazing how much bigger they are. The stems are so thick, the heads are really nice and big. They're outside the front of my house, either side of the door like that, and they look beautiful. But there are 3 other options to win as well, aren't there? Yeah,
and in fact, maybe I shouldn't tell you this, but we've had more entries on Instagram, TikTok and Facebook. We've had the fewest on YGTV.
Yeah, so it's the best chance of winning, isn't it?
Yeah. You've got a far better chance of winning, but you enter all. So enter all of those, say, different prize draws, because we've got 4 pairs of those to give away. And somebody might win twice. Who knows?
I mean, how cool would that be if you did?
By the way, your free gift today with every single order is our garden puzzle book from YouGarden. And we're trying to do our crossword. Have you got a pen,
We've not been
Bex?
filling it in. Yeah, I've got a pen.
Right.
On, I'll grab you a pen.
Go, let's... So, one across energetically was strenuously. Who was it that got that answer first?
George. Well done,
thank you, George.
Okay.
Right, my spelling's rubbish there.
So it was strenuously going across there. Nobody else is answering. Neil says you're not on your own. Bulb planting, Bex. Thank you, Neil.
And then down I said talking for. 2 down is speak to. Do you think talking's right? Speak to, it's not, is it?
Speak to, talking. Yeah, I'd wait before putting that one in. I mean, I like a crossword. I'm just not very good at them. Also, I can't see.
Right, what about 6 down begins with L, 5 letters, Bex. 6 down, less high. Lower.
Lower. See, we're on a roll now. Lower.
Do you know, if our head gardeners watch us, we're thinking, Shaun and Bex, they're so bright. Shining stars.
Yeah, that's why he hired us.
Yeah.
Because we're really clever at crosswords.
Right, hang on. 12 across, rotates.
Something, R, something.
Circle.
5 letters,
rotate.
middle letter is R, rotate.
Circle. Would that work?
No,
circle?
that's 6 letters.
Oh, yeah. Rotate. Turns.
Ooh.
Turns. Because it is rotates, it's
Could
plural.
be turns.
Turns. I mean, I should have a pencil and I could I'm going for it. I'm on a roll here.
Anyway, this is your free gift, by the way. So when you place an order, all you have to do is enter that code you can see down there, YGTV5024. You'll get the puzzle book as your free gift. That gets entered into your order, but it's also what unlocks all the deals that you can see on the screen. So, for example, the red poinsettia, which we've got here, 3 of them in the 13 centimetre pots. We're saving, what is it, £18 on that. If you don't put that code in, you pay the full price of $29.97. So you need to enter the code to get your saving, and you need to enter the code to get your free gift. Plus, you need to enter the code in order to get this particular deal as well, which is your free postage if you get your order to over £40. Okay, so there's so many reasons to use that free gift, particularly if you want to turn into Shaun and be completely lost in doing crosswords.
Well,
I love it though.
I'm worried we've got one wrong now. Valuable thing, 5 down, starting with U, ending in T. Valuable thing.
Valuable thing. 5 letters.
Beginning with U.
Starts with a U and ends with a T. Valuable thing. My precious.
Have I gone wrong, do you think? Oh, anyway.
Precious.
Right, moving on.
Poinsettias!
Yay!
Okay, so you can get one of these if you want to. One of these would be £9.99. Now, please don't do that, because the deal that we've got here is the pack of 3. This is the item number you want, 800374. This is where you're getting 3 of them for £11.97. So for just under £2 more, you're going to get 2 more plants.
I mean, we worked out for club members about £3.60 each. My posh supermarket near me, their poinsettias this year are £10 each.
Right.
And they're all by the door where it's drafty, so they'll be reduced to clay before you know it, but there's no point having them because they'll have no leaves on them.
They'll die.
So ours are premium quality. I mean, they're really big. Look at, the amount of beautiful foliage you've got there is incredible. And we were just saying, poinsettias, they are just so festive. That classic red and green just looks amazing, doesn't it? And I think they make, rather than going around to friends and family with a bottle of wine, take them a poinsettia at Christmas time.
Yeah, it's a lovely gift to arrive with, isn't it? Absolutely. And just adding that festive feel into your home. And I think poinsettias are quintessentially that festive display that we all recognise with being Christmas.
And in terms of looking after them, just a few do's and don'ts. Don't put them near drafts and cold winds, windowsills, anything like that. And don't let them completely dry out. Just make sure when the top layer of compost gets a little bit dry, then give them a good water. Now, they are on pre-order. They will, of course, be sent to you before Christmas, but selling really, really quickly. They'll be dispatched probably at the end of next week, won't they?
Yes.
Yeah. Right, donk time. So, I love gongs.
I mean, he's kind of cool as well, isn't he?
And actually, we've just dropped the price of him. Do you want to see how much our gonk is now? Because he's looking for a home this Christmas. We don't want to keep it till next Christmas. And he's now down to $9.99. You can make his
hat go in whichever direction you want. So it's got something, it's like a bendy stick inside here, look. So you can make the hat go in whichever direction you want.
And gonks, I mean, they're like a Scandinavian gnome, aren't they?
Yeah.
Believed to bring you good luck, apparently.
Oh, are they?
Yes.
Oh, very good.
So that's the whole idea. So if you want to have a Christmas full of joy and fun and a really good Christmas, gonks are.
And every present you get, you love.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that weird acting thing.
Like,
I've always wanted one of these.
Have you got the receipt, Benny? But they are a classic gonk. Always has the eyes covered, doesn't it? So you just see the nose, and the actual hat just goes over the eyes. But they're just fun. They're cute.
It's only $9.99.
Yeah, $8.99 for club members. You still get a discount.
Again, another one of those decorations that you'll bring out every single year as well, won't you? Something that's going to last. I've done it myself where I've bought a few Christmas decorations that have been a bit cheap, a bit flimsy, and they don't last, do they?
There's a good weight to him, actually. Yeah, he's well fed. But it's just the classic, say, Christmas gonk, and it's like a Scandinavian gnome that's designed to bring you good luck in the winter time. Right, we like this from Spear & Jackson as well.
Yeah, I love this. So Spear & Jackson, first of all, we know that they make amazing gardening tools and equipment, don't we? But what you're getting in here is both the secateurs and the snips included as well. And the snips are really handy, aren't they, when you're doing smaller plants and things? And these are
those more intricate pruning jobs.
Exactly. They've got the soft grip handles. They've got the locking mechanisms. They've got the carbon steel blades. They've got everything that you would expect to get from a quality cutting tool.
Yeah, and just putting it out there, when you buy, sometimes the big sheds, as I call them, they have their own brands of secateurs and snips, and they're never as good, are they? They're not.
Never.
These have got a 10-year guarantee, by the way, as well. And some of the other features will have soft grip handles, so if you've got dexterity problems, make it really comfortable to use them. Also, they're bright coloured, and I've learned, because I lose everything, I don't buy green secateurs anymore, because if they've got green handles, the amount of times then I lose them because I put them on the ground and I can't see them, or I put them in a heavy-duty pot that's got all my weeds in it, and then I can't see them. Then I empty them into the green bin. But when they're red, they do stand out.
I need those.
Good. And the snips, we use those. We've got a bit of topiary, and they're brilliant.
They're so good for that, aren't they?
Yeah, little detail jobs.
Yeah, so I've got a little bonsai.
Perfect.
Which I'm trying to do something. I've killed one. I'm gonna put my hand up. One of them's dead. But I'm trying to do the other one. It's difficult, isn't it? It's not an easy skill, but I'm learning and I'm going a long way. But yeah, the snips work beautifully. But you can't use secateurs on the bonsai. But the snips will work great for things like that.
Yeah, and also I think the snips are great when you buy cut flowers and you just
or your houseplants. You know, they're a little bit more fine, a little bit more delicate.
So brilliant little Christmas gift, but great for yourself. Treat yourself to those today. $17.99. You will get your club discount on that. And tinsel is back this year, isn't it?
Do you know, I quite like tinsel. So tinsel's it's a specific smell.
Do you think?
Yeah, smell it. Honestly, that for me is my childhood.
Oh, you are right.
That instantly transports me back to my childhood. The smell of tinsel. Honestly, I'm a kid again when I smell tinsel.
Back in the 80s.
You get the box out of the Christmas decorations, wouldn't you? And it was all tinsel, and that smell just, I'm a child again. But this is the tinsel bro. Do we know why we're calling him tinsel bro?
Is he? We were told Brontosaurus.
Yeah, it's a Brontosaurus.
Yeah.
So we're not just down with the kids. We're not trying to be cool here. All right, bro.
Hey, bro.
How you doing? All right, bro.
You want some tinsel, bro?
My son actually called me bro once. I was like, no. No, that's for your friends. He's a Brontosaurus. He's freestanding. He's a beautiful sort of...
It's fun, isn't it?
I mean, it's just a bit of fun.
So when you were a child, were you allowed to put Christmas decorations up in your bedroom?
Oh, I don't remember ever asking, to be honest.
Because we did. We decorated our bedrooms. I loved it. I had my own Christmas tree and stuff.
How cool!
Yeah, I mean, not only a little cheap one, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't ever remember asking. I'm not kidding. I mean, we've got a little tree that I'm going to have to ask the kids now if they want to decorate their bedrooms. Yeah, even if it's just if you've got youngsters, again, grandkids or whatever, just one of those. That could be the lucky dinosaur, couldn't it? Oh, the smell of tinsel! I love it. Honestly, I'm a bit obsessed with the smell of tinsel. Do
you know what? I put my mum's decorations up for her the other day, and we put tinsel up, and it was just,
Stu just went, why do you smell everything? I don't know. Obviously, the sense of smell is a strong... a strong one for me. It's a memory trigger. That's what it is.
Anyway, a little bit different, that one. 160456. Hey, if you... I'll tell you what... If you bought our Venus flytrap, one of our house plants, the carnivorous plants, I don't know why, but the dinosaur looks really good next to it.
Because they both look a bit prehistoric, maybe.
Yeah.
You look at Venus flytrap and you're thinking it's a... Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. I don't know, they were just randomly together in the potting shed the other day. We're like, they work quite well together.
But next to each other.
Anyway, that's your tinsel bro. 160456, just $5.99. Do you want some tinsel bro? There you go. Right. We are a bit silly today, aren't we?
What are we going to do next?
Stu's just despairing.
Can we do the light fight?
Oh, can we, Stu?
Yeah.
Oh, because this has been really popular. And I mean, on a serious note, this is beautiful, isn't it?
It is
it's really
so lovely.
Right,
honestly, so it's all one vine. It is manipulatable.
Malleable.
I'm going with manipulatable. So you can actually manipulate this into, various different shapes and directions, but it is sort of a leafy vine idea. It's got, how many is it? 144 of those LED lights. You've got a 3-metre flex length. It is mains powered, and you've got various different settings on here. So you can make it flash. You can make the slow glow happen. You can do all of the different settings. That one I like. That lovely twinkle setting that we've got going on there. That's beautiful. It works. You could attach it to your wall. You could have this as a table decoration. We've got some pictures to show you this in a little while. But there's lots of things you could do with this. It's definitely got a festive feel to it, but I think it would work all year round. And actually, our lovely Craig, who helps us to set up the shows. Oh, Stu's turning the lights off for us.
Yeah. Well, just doing the settings again, Bex, while the lights are down.
So Craig, who helps us to set up the show, he's got this, and he says it's above his bed basically, and it's there all year round. And I quite like that idea. I might just do that myself, actually, now, Craig. Now you've suggested that.
I love it. So I'm just going through all the settings here.
Yeah, I don't like the flashy ones.
To be honest, I'm quite happy with it just static. But
no, I like the twinkly one.
That's nice.
That's lovely. That for me is nice.
I mean, the choice is yours.
Oh, that's the point of it, isn't it? You've got personalisation with this.
But I'm just going to put it back on static. Yeah, it's just so lovely. And I mean, I literally just put this up. It took me a few minutes.
It didn't take long, did it?
No, but you can so many different ways. I mean, we were saying that I've got lots of pots and plants in my conservatory, and I like the idea of it just sort of like around them and then just creeping into them. I don't know, I'm going to play around with it. But it's not just for Christmas.
So this is what I was trying to place my order on. So next time we go to a review, I will finish placing my order because I am having this in my home this year. Yeah, I'm having it. Me too. In fact, I'm just thinking we've got like a wicker table in our conservatory. I just love it along that. Look great, wouldn't it? I love it. It's amazing. Very classy, a little bit different, and it is indoor only, mains operated as well, and that is $24.99. Oh, I love that. I love how it goes across the door as well. That's really pretty, isn't it? Doesn't that look nice? Right, we've also got for you, we have got a few of the lights there. By the way, don't forget, if you are a club member, you are getting your extra 10% discount, not just on the plants today, but also on lots of the Christmas goodies as well. This is a lovely living Christmas tree. We've put some lights on it today. Yeah, so we've got some more lights for you. It's 200 LEDs. It says 20 on here, Stu. 20 metre. All right, 20 metre battery, 20 metres off here, battery-powered string lights we're talking about. 3 AA's, wasn't it? It's 3 AA's, yeah. So it comes with the little battery pack, and you've got all of the different settings on there as well. So all you have to do is press the button and it'll take you through them. So we've got 8 different settings to run you through all of those. Oh, this is your garden, wasn't it, Stu, last year? Was that in here? That was last year. Oh, you set it up in here. Yeah. Okay, fabulous. Yeah, so they're the kind of ice white lights that you've got on this one. So that might be the kind. I like the warm lights personally, but you might like the ice white lights, and that's what we've got here. It does have a timer function on it as well, so it's 6 hours on and 18 hours off, which is kind of perfect. I've got lots of lights with those kind of settings on. And the great thing is with them being battery operated, obviously really safe to have indoors and outdoors as well. Yeah. I love lights, I really do, and so the LEDs they're just so long lasting. You know, I'm old enough to remember with Christmas lights they had individual bulbs, and if one bulb went, you had to find out which one. It was the bane of my dad's life. Yeah. I remember him sitting there, and we weren't allowed to touch the lights because obviously if you knock one of them out, you'd have to go along and check them all. And I remember the worst Christmas day for me as a child was when the Christmas tree lights broke. Oh no! Because they had the main fuse light, which was the one with the white tip, and that went, and we didn't have a spare. Didn't have a spare. So honestly, I was only really young, but I was just devastated that it was Christmas day and the tree wasn't lit up. I was like, but the great thing is with LEDs, they're long lasting. And they don't give out the heat as well. No. So that also means that they're very energy efficient. Yeah. So those batteries last a long time as well. Yeah, absolutely. They're brilliant. They really are. And you get 200 of them. And I must admit, our tree looked lovely before we decorated it, but just having lights on it's made such a difference. The tree, by the way, this is a living, real tree that we've got for you right now. We've put it in this pot, but it arrives. It's heavy. It's heavy. You're not going to be able to do it with one arm. Right, hang on. Bring it down, yeah. Right, so that's the pot it arrives in. So it will just arrive in a standard pot. But the tree has been grown in that pot for most of its life. And that is really important because a lot of the big garden centres, what they do at this time of year, they basically sell living trees, but the trees have come from the ground. So they've been literally, there's a special machine that digs them out of the ground and then they're shoved into pots. Now the trouble with that is, a lot of the trees that have just recently been put into pots will be quite stressed. They'll have had damaged roots and things like that. This has been grown for most of its life in this pot. So that means it is very, very likely
I can't say 100%, but I would say it's very close to that, to survive being inside at Christmas and then going back outside, as long as you keep it watered.
Yeah, absolutely, keep it watered. And the thing is, with those plants that have just been shoved into a pot recently, the chances are you're going to get them home and they're going to drop a load of needles.
Yeah, because they're shocked
because they're
damaged.
Shocked, exactly that. So because this has already been grown in its pot for most of its life, hopefully what it means is way less needle drop. You shouldn't have that problem with this plant at all.
Size-wise, we are saying about a metre to metre 20, and we do a variety of Christmas trees. We do also do the Norway spruce, but the Nordman fir is
lusher, so much more lush, honestly.
Bigger pine needles, and it's softer, isn't it?
Softer, really, really beautiful, less needle drop from it, and it could be the last Christmas tree that you have to buy for many, many years. They're not too quick growing, are they?
No.
You might get 10 centimetres in a year out of this, so it is a Christmas tree that you'll have for many years. Just take it outside, bring it back in next year. Take it outside, bring it back in.
And if you ever, we've got a little video of the heavy duty pots.
Those are your Christmas trees,
yeah,
aren't they?
and do you know what I've just done?
You decorated it?
I've put hessian round them.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, and they look great. So
they're outside the front of your house now?
Yeah.
Either side of the front door?
Yeah. Nice. And I've got some, the hessian sacks, the ones that you put potatoes in.
Yeah.
So I've literally put, so these are our heavy duty pots. Those are the two trees, and they lived in there. I bought mine from last year. I'll be honest, they got really neglected in the summer.
You just hid them around the back of the greenhouse, didn't you?
Yeah, they didn't get. I'll be honest, they dried out during the summer, but they have survived. And actually, they've actually really perked up in the past sort of like months. But yeah, I've got them in the front of the house now, with hessian sacks around them. They look great, and some little battery operated lights.
That's all you need, isn't it? It looks really beautiful. So 170036 is the item number. It's $39.99 as long as you use the code YGTV5024. You'll get that 10%, £10 saving. And of course, as a club member, you'll get a 10% discount as well.
I know, which is on a Christmas tree. It's brilliant. Right, the Poinsettias have gone crazy. They're on pre-order. You get 3 of them. They're really great quality. They're big. They're beautiful. They are the epitome of Christmas, aren't they? And they are working out for club members £3.60 each. They have on pre-order. They will be delivered before Christmas, of course. Great little Christmas gifts if you're going around to friends and family. Also, don't forget, we have got the Amaryllis for you today. And these are all in... say gift bags and boxes, or you can go for the bulb by itself.
Yeah, so this one's the red lion.
So the 3 we had earlier were in boxes.
This one's the red lion. So, I mean, still...
Hang on, have you seen the price?
No.
$4.99.
Oh, wow, okay. Amazing. So if you've already got a pot and a bit of compost at home, then you could just get beautiful... Let's take it out, shall we?
Bex, that is, because it's still a large bulb. That is amazing. Because we had the kits earlier, and the kits have got the compost in and the pot, but actually...
Look at the quality of that. I mean, that is well rooty as well, isn't it?
Do you know what? I'm going to just buy the bulb.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't need the pot and the compost.
I mean, I think if you're giving the kit
as a gift,
great. That's a lovely way of giving a gift, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's nicely
totally
packaged and all the rest of it. But if you just want an Amaryllis yourself, then yeah, go for this at $4.99, $4.49 if you're in the club.
It's amazing.
That is awesome, isn't it? And you'll get in about 8 weeks the most beautiful bright red flower that's going to be really nice and tall and sturdy.
If you've never grown an Amaryllis, I know some of you,
I did, but I think I was a kid the last time I grew an Amaryllis. Genuinely, I think I was like a child.
I think it's time you
Maybe I should do it again, eh?
But all you need to do is plant it in, they're indoor bulbs, so that's very important. Plant it in a pot, but leave the top third of the bulb above the compost. That's really important. And never water directly on the bulb, just around the edge. That's it. And they will flower, as you said, 8 weeks' time.
Yeah, about 8 weeks you should be getting that flower. So they're quite quick growing, which again is another one. I mean, look, sometimes we are impatient as adults, aren't we? But particularly if you are trying to get kids into it, having something that shows results quite quickly is a really good way of doing that, because they've got less patience than us.
And just bring it up again, can you, Bex?
Yeah,
so I just want to explain what happens, because you get... The actual main flying buds, they come from the side. Now, with a big bulb like this, it's 26 to 28 centimetres. You're likely to get 2 of the big, tall stems. And they're produced before the leaves. And what happens is the tall stem looks like it's just got one bud on it, but that one bud opens up to reveal several other buds. So on each stem you can get 4 to 6 flowers. You can sometimes even get more than that, but say 4 to 6. And when they flower, the flowers are huge on an amaryllis, aren't they? They're massive.
They're very, very big, very beautiful. And that bright red colour that you get from the red lion, I think is gorgeous, isn't it?
It is. And it will flower, we said, in about 8 weeks' time. So that could be, you were saying Valentine's Day.
It could be.
Yes.
Not far off it, eh?
It's never a big day in our house, I'll be honest. But
not in ours either. I think, and I've made my own mistake here. When I first started dating my husband many years ago, I was all like trying to impress him, being like, "Oh yeah, I'm not bothered about Valentine's Day," and so he stuck to that.
So yeah, I'm not high maintenance. You don't need to woo me.
Yeah, don't worry about me.
Yeah.
Whereas actually, I really would quite like it.
Yeah.
So there's a lesson in life: don't lie.
No. But if you don't want to buy the gift boxes of Amaryllis, if you want to get one for yourself, that is the most affordable way of doing it. Amazing value. I mean, $4.49 for your club members. Right, Japanese honeysuckle is next. This is a new one, this one, isn't it?
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's a new one.
Japanese honeysuckle. So, of course, you're going to get some gorgeous fragrance from this. Honeysuckle wants to be planted somewhere nice and bright and sunny. They love, love, love a bit of sunshine. And they're going to give you flowers right the way through the summer. So they normally start in around June time. And they're going to keep going July, August and into September as well.
And I was thinking...
You're grinning at something.
This is what you said about Valentine's Day. Right, so you get 3 of these. It's a brand new variety, and the fragrance of honeysuckle is amazing as well.
It's so good, honestly, absolutely amazing. I just want to point out, because I know they look a bit twiggy, but can you see on the edges of their look, the green shoots that are coming off there? So we've got some lovely growth happening here. The great thing about shopping at this time of year, as we've been saying, is that you get amazing deals at this time of year. So you can absolutely plant your perennials out. We've still got amazing weather, haven't we? And it looks to be quite mild for a little while, looking at the weather forecast. So you can get this wonderful climbing plant. And these are quite vigorous climbing plants as well. These can reach many metres in height.
Yeah,
so if you've got
3,
a pergola,
4 metres even. Yeah,
maybe even a bit more. I mean, if you've got a pergola, you've got a trellis up the side of the house, or you've got an ugly fence or a wall or shed that you want to cover up, this is a brilliant one to do it with. They're pretty disease tolerant. You know, they don't seem to suffer with many kind of bugs and diseases and things. They're fully hardy. They're incredibly easy to grow because all they need is a little bit of minimal pruning, a little snip here and there to maintain the shape, but they are fantastically fragrant. And actually what I love about these is that they're really fragrant in the evening. Moths are their main pollinator, so they emit even more scent in the evening. And I love, because you spend, I don't know, you go out in the daytime, but in the day you're doing jobs, aren't you? In the evening, it's when you're sitting and enjoying your garden.
That's why I'm there with my little glass of wine.
Yeah, so it's really nice to have something super fragrant filling the garden in the evenings in the summertime, and this is one that'll do that for you.
And when I think of garden design, and I'm not a garden designer, but
you designed your own garden, so you are a garden designer.
Oh,
there you go.
Not, but I love designing and making every space look fantastic. And gardens are not just about what's on the ground; they are 3-dimensional.
Yeah.
So when you have got bare fences, you can make them look so much better by having those climbers. I mean, we've all got ugly walls as well, haven't they? Sometimes it's that garage wall or it's that outbuilding that you've got. But when you've got a beautiful climber, it makes such a difference. And even if you haven't got walls and fences, just using a trellis, as we're saying, so like we've got our tower pots. I will be honest, with the tower pot, this is probably going to get to a stage where
I think it'll be too big.
Yeah,
too big for a tower pot. I mean, it might work in there for a while, but I think
first few years
it can get several metres in height. And because it's Belgica, it is one of the earliest flowering of the honeysuckle varieties that you can get. So if you like your honeysuckle and you want as many of those flowers for as long as possible, then this is the variety to go for. It's a bit like clematis, though, that it needs a shady root. So loves to be in a sunny spot, but actually would do better if you are able to shade the roots a little bit.
So just put some other perennials and things around the roots. Do you know, I've just had a flashback. My mum's old garden, she had this big tree that sadly got diseased and had to be cut right back. But So it looked a bit ugly. There's just this sort of like bare tree. You know, some of the branches left like and one of the friends said, "Well, why don't you grow honeysuckle up there?"
Yeah, that's a great thing to do.
And it looked amazing. It did.
Yeah, because they don't tend to strangle other plants, do they? So they will grow quite nicely in and around.
But it's a new variety, and you get all three of those for $12.97. Like that one.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, I've got a honeysuckle in my garden. It's not that variety, but those flowers look really quite amazing, quite impressive.
It's the fragrance for me. Like when I finally get my pergola, my little outdoor area, my pergola, honeysuckle, and this one, I think for that evening fragrance, that's definitely going to be one of the things that climbs up over it.
And they are reasonably fast growing as well.
Yeah.
So to buy them at this size, it just makes it really affordable. Right, we're going to move on to aconites next, and I know I searched a few years ago endlessly. My mum wanted some aconites and I could not find them anywhere.
Really?
Yeah, and we didn't. I think, if I remember rightly, they were out of stock in YouGarden.
Right,
You gave them quite a few years. Maybe we didn't even have them then. I can't remember. But we have got aconites for you right now. And aconites, in the middle of winter, when there's snow on the ground, these can burst into flower.
Yeah, they really can.
Amazing.
I mean, from they're sort of early flowering, so we're talking maybe February and into March time here. They have got the award of Garden Merit from the Royal Horticultural Society, so award-winning. They're perfect for pollinators as well. So for those early pollinators, this is a valuable source of nectar for them. But they're great little ground cover, aren't they?
Oh, they're amazing.
Only getting to about 10 centimetres in height and spreading by about that much as well. Beautiful buttercup-looking flowers that you get here, and they will look really good if you mix them in with where you've got your snowdrops planted, because it gives you that kind of woodland setting. They're out at roughly the same time as well, so you have the buttercup yellow, the snowy white from the snowdrops. The two things are going to work so well together.
And they do over the years. They do naturalise, and you end up with this sort of like carpet of yellow.
Absolutely.
And even when there's snow on the ground and heavy frost, they still produce these amazing yellow buttercup type flowers. They're a really stunning winter flowering plants and very easy to grow. Once you get them, say, established, they really do spread and naturalise beautifully. And you are going to get 30 bulbs. The bulbs are quite weird looking things. Just to show you, they're I don't know how to describe them. They're like, well, I do know actually.
Yeah.
Think of something.
They're little drops.
Yes.
Let's say they're little drops.
Just So that's what they look like. Okay. And say that they are weird things, aren't they? When you look at them,
they're quite odd little things, but they're going to be very easy to plant out. That's the kind of point with them, isn't it?
No,
they're little.
Some people soak aconites, don't they, before they plant them?
They do, and I think you absolutely can.
I'm not sure it's necessary.
Not sure it's necessary, but you can if that's what you know and have done previously. Go for it.
But you get all 30 of them, so they're working out pennies per aconite. I mean, we do sell them as plants, but it's a lot easier to buy them as a bulb, a lot more affordable. Right, we've not checked the group chat for ages, Ben.
Everyone's saying good morning. Eleanor, good morning to you. It's nice to have your company back again. She hasn't been around for a while. She's been helping her dad who has dementia, so sorry about that, but lots of love to you. Glad to have you back in. Hello to everybody else that's joining in the chat. Just wanted to point out, because I was checking the emails, we've got lots of emails that have the subject line holly. You've got 8 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Is it 8 minutes? 9 minutes. 8 or 9 minutes now to enter our prize draw to win a pair of our holly standards with the pots for you to plant them in. They're just down the front there. We have them available if you'd like to buy them, by all means, but you can actually win a pair. All you have to do is email us in the potting shed here, ygtv@yougarden.com. Just put the email address on the bottom of the screen there, and you need to put the subject line of the email as holly. You don't need to write anything else. You don't even need to say hello or anything. Just put holly as the subject line.
And I'm just thinking, some sort of like competitions and prize draws, it costs you to enter, and sometimes it takes a bit of time. That's going to take you 30 seconds to just if that.
Not long at all. Tell as many people as you can in the next 7 minutes and get them to send an email as well. Just increase the chances of winning. The best place to enter is here on YGTV. We've had less entries on YGTV than any of the other places that we are doing this prize draw. If you want to multiply your chances of winning, you can go onto Instagram, Facebook and TikTok. There's separate competitions, or separate prize draws, I should say, running on each of those. So we've got 4 prizes in total.
And you're allowed to enter all 4, which is great. If you do want to buy the hollies, you can, of course, buy those as well.
And I recommend it. Honestly, I've had mine for a couple of years and I love them. I really enjoy, every year I bring these out the front of the house, and they're really festive and beautiful.
Now, if you like the lights that we've got amongst our hollies there, these are also on the live show today, and they're the snow decor snakes. Warm white, obviously they're shaped as snowflakes, they're battery operated. I mean, we've clumped ours together, but you can spread them out. I mean, they look great.
I've got something similar, and I've got them sort of going down the side of my driveway.
I was just going to say that, yeah. That's where you'd put them, isn't it?
Really nice. You know, once it gets to that, so I've got mine set to come on at about 5 o'clock in the evening, and it is really lovely, the light that it creates. Love that warm light as well.
And again, with them being battery operated, they're safe. You're not worried about outside sockets or anything like that. You might, I know lots of our gardening friends out there, you've got lots of pots right now. You could put one of these in each pot, couldn't you?
Yeah.
As well, they come with stakes.
I've done something similar on the back table as well. So where I've got my pots on top of the table, I've got some stake lights and put them in each of the pots. It looks lovely like that.
They're really nice. They're a little bit different.
Well, they come with the little stakes, don't they? For you
like your solar lights,
push into the pots.
So that's what they look like. Yeah. So it's very easy. And so we've put ours together in the 2 pots, but you could spread them out a lot more. But I think they're really cute. Love the design, and very affordable as well at £12.99.
Yeah, very good.
I'm looking short, aren't I?
We've got something a bit carrying on with the festive theme. We're going to carry on with our hellebores, and this one is the Christmas rose, and these are. I mean, these are some of the best hellebores that you can have in your garden for a few different reasons, because they are specifically bred to be upright and longer flowering. So we know with hellebores, traditionally they do have a much more nodding appearance, don't they? Whereas these actually are upright. They really are looking towards you, which means you don't have to get on the ground to see the beauty of the flower, but they will flower for longer as well. So hopefully right the way through till about March time.
Well, I went mad. I bought 15 of these the other week. And I started off like, I'll get 9. I was like, the value's so good. I got them at this price, actually. And what I've done, I've tried to be creative. So I've done an indoor display of hellebores. But I think it's... So that's that sleigh that I just got from it was like a fair in a church a few weeks ago. It wasn't even expensive, but they managed just go into flower. But I love doing indoor displays for Christmas, and they'll be very happy there over Christmas. I will plant them outside. They're not a house plant, so obviously once it gets past Christmas, I'll put them outside. But they're covered in bud specks.
Yeah,
I mean, they really are.
Loads of buds, loads of flowers, flowering for ages, and a perennial as well, of course. So they will come back for you year after year. They've got the Royal Horticultural Society badge, which says they are perfect for pollinators. And of course, we have to not forget about those important pollinators over the winter months. They still need valuable sources of nectar, and this will provide that to them in December, in January, in February, some of the hardest months to get those nectar sources. But
it's only in the last few years that I've started to use them as indoor plants at Christmas, and they do look lovely, and they're another lovely gift for somebody as well. But the benefit is once you put them in the garden, they will be there for many, many years. But I do love this particular variety. I mean, look at the amount of buds on that.
So many buds,
amazing.
Yeah, waiting to flower. And honestly, once you get these sort of home planted in another pot, they will just keep going, and they'll keep going for many years as well.
Lovely foliage. By the way, so I've just done. So I hosted our pub quiz this week in the village.
Yeah.
And do you know what I did, Bex? I did a bag of 6 leaves from plants outside in my garden. They had to name the leaves.
Right.
So many people did not get the hellebore.
Oh, really?
And the leaves are lovely, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah. They're really gorgeous. But
they've got kind of they're not glossy, are they? They've got more of a sort of dusky appearance.
Yeah, but they're quite strong looking, aren't they?
I like it.
But honestly, the quality of our hellebores right now on the nursery are incredible, and I love the fact that you can grow them in a shady spot as well.
Yeah, that's really quite valuable as well, isn't it? Yeah.
But it's Bex and I have a habit of getting up in the morning, even in winter. We'll walk around our gardens.
It's true.
I mean, not when it's pouring down, but we'll walk around in our dressing gowns and have our first cup of tea or coffee outside. But when you walk around in the winter and you see the hellebores, it's joyous, isn't it?
Gives you something to look at in the winter, because a lot of the time there's not a lot to look at in the garden, is there?
Right. Very busy today. Lots of you watching, so thank you so much. We really do appreciate it. 2 minutes to enter the prize draw, by the way. Right. Last year, this was a top seller. We have brought it back today, and it is this beautiful Camellia, known as Yuletide, and it flowers at Christmas time.
Yeah, and this is why it's obviously got the Yuletide name. So we're talking about another winter flowering plant here. It normally comes into bud and starts flowering sort of in mid to late November, but it keeps going through December into January as well. It's evergreen, so this is a great one to have in your garden to mix in amongst where you've got your more deciduous plants going on. Gives you something to look at. Does need a little bit of ericaceous compost, we'll point that out, so do make sure that you're thinking about where you're planting it. But the amount of buds that are waiting to open up on that plant is incredible. You've got the bright red, you've got the amazing yellow stamens that steal the show with this plant, but check out how many buds there are on that plant waiting to open up. So much, just so much display you're going to get from this particular plant for such a long time.
I mean, it is covered, isn't it?
Love it.
And if you don't want to repot it instantly, you don't have to with that one.
No.
You know, if you're thinking, I just want to have it standing outside in the current pot that it's in, then it would be very happy, say, initially. But it would look great in a border, wouldn't it? See, I think what I'd do, I'd have it outside for Christmas, just outside the front door, and then I'd probably put it in the border in the new year.
Yeah.
Now, a doormat's just fallen over.
The doormat's fallen down. Okay, yeah, we've got something else a little bit festive for you.
We have.
And this is just a little bit of fun, isn't it? But a nice festive doormat as a welcome to your guests that are coming round at Christmas time. Obviously, getting them to wipe their feet before they come in as well. But yes, it's the ho-ho-ho doormat that we've got with the lovely little Christmas hats on there as well. It's only $9.99. It's $8.99 if you're in the club, because you still get that 10% discount. And what did Stu say? It should have an E on the end of it for gardeners.
That would have been quite good, actually.
Yeah.
Ho, ho, ho. Yes, I quite like that, Stu. I'll redesign it next year. Yes, it's a lovely festive doormat, but it is functional as well.
Yeah.
So it's really good. Grabbing onto dirt and debris from your gardening boots. 164.77. Don't forget, by the way, just quickly, if you have just joined us, a very, very good afternoon now. That our prize draw will be closed now.
It will be closed.
Yes.
I hope you got your entries in. Yeah, it's gone to 12 o'clock. Hope you got your entries in. Stu is going to have a word and see if we are able to announce the winner in Sunday's show. We don't know if we're going to be able to. What's Stu saying? I will announce it.
Oh, great.
You need to tune in on Sunday, because we will be announcing who the winner is on Sunday. So come back and join us. If you're watching this on repeat, come back on Sunday. If you've joined the competition, if you've joined the prize draw, we will announce that on Sunday for you. But what we're going to do... I love this, Stu. He's going to get it shipped tomorrow.
Great.
So it's already going to be on its way to you by the time we announce it.
Great.
That'll be amazing.
So we will. So you've definitely got to join us on Sunday at midday.
Oh, I love giving things away.
I know.
That's the most exciting thing, isn't it?
Yeah. I think we give something away every show, Bex.
I know,
yes.
I know.
With our free gift.
Doing it. That's why I like doing it.
The free gift today, by the way, is a fabulous YouGarden puzzle book. It's got Sudoku in there, it's got crosswords, it's got quizzes.
It's got Peter McDermott's face on it.
It is, it's a head gardener. But that is free with every single order today. 800-374 though for the Poinsettias, don't forget, 11.97. Let's remind you, still got about an hour with you, so let's remind you of some of the top favourites today. And the Poinsettias you've loved loads. You've been asking for Poinsettias. You get all three of these in 13 centimetre pots. You can buy them individually, and they're £10 each. And that, to be fair, that's what my supermarket sells them for. But you can get them today as a triple pack, and it works out £4 each, and for club members it's even less. Club members, it works out £3.60 each. So if you want to go for that, right now it's 800-374. They are on pre-order, delivered before Christmas. Right, the standards, you can buy them, don't forget. So if you want to buy the 2 standard holly trees of a lovely variety, which are, first of all, they're called Blue Maid, which means that this variety are less spiky and prickly. They are covered in real berries. Some of the supermarkets will put plastic berries on. These are real berries, and it's a female variety, so they'll be absolutely covered. And they do come with 2 gorgeous planters as well. They're the pinecone planters. There's a little bit of a kind of gold to them, so they make them look really festive. Half price today, 511-603. And they are, with your discount, they're only $44.96, and you will get free delivery with them being over £40. Then we have got the Amaryllis, but as a single bulb. So if you didn't want to buy the kits, then you can buy the bulb for under £5 today. And these are, again, they're large Amaryllis, so 26 to 28 centimetres in terms of size. They flower about 8 weeks after planting them. Don't forget, you can plant them in just our regular compost. Leave the top third of the bulb above the compost level and water around the bulb, not directly on it. And ideally, you want a nice bright windowsill with those, but they are stunning. With them in a large bulb, you may well get 2 individual stems. And that is 630121. Right, some more Christmas bits for you. We have got, it's cute, this one. This is our Scotty dog doorstop. Not just for Christmas, pets are not just for Christmas, all year round. And he makes a proper doorstop. And I think at Christmas time, when you have got lots more doors potentially open, so all your guests can just mix and mingle, then he is brilliant at keeping that door open. 160961. Really well made, actually, as well. And that bell on the front is a real bell, so he's got a lovely little kind of like collar with his bell on it as well. Now we've got a brilliant deal with Spear and Jackson, a company synonymous with high quality gardening tools, and this is a lovely, it could be a gift, but it could be for yourself. You get the bypass secateurs. I much prefer the bypass secateur, actually. For me it just makes sense. But you also get your snips as well, which are great for intricate work, great for more detailed pruning and trimming. And what I love about these, you've got soft grip handles, you've got carbon steel blades, which are really lovely and sharp, and they are brightly coloured, so a lot easier to find in the garden when you just put them down. And I do that all the time with tools. I'll put them down, forget where they are, but they do stand out when they're bright red. 164.92. 10-year guarantee with those as well. Then a little bit of fun with our tinsel dinosaur, freestanding, a little bit different, great for the kids' bedrooms. This one, 164.56 at just £5.39 for club members. Then the doormat is it's a proper doormat, so it's a quiet doormat, very easy to clean, just brush it when it's dry. You can use it indoor and outdoor. Forgot to mention, by the way, it has got a slip resistant PVC backing as well, and eco-friendly. It actually is made from coconut fibre, so it's nice and eco-friendly as well, that one. 164.77. Ho ho ho. And I really like this seed kit for the kids and the younger members of the family. It's great. It's been so well thought out. So you get 5 discs of peat-free compost. Just add water to those, and they will make enough. Each one makes enough compost for each of the 5 pots. The seeds, you can see them on the left. They're actually in biodegradable paper, so it's a lot less fiddly than, children handling seeds can be a little bit difficult. These are actually in the biodegradable paper, which is brilliant. You also get the labels, because you get 5 different varieties, 3 tomatoes, you get a yellow blush tomato, a red one, you get a cherry tomato, and you get a sweet and a spicy pepper. And you even get the little watering tool there that just fits onto a water bottle, so you've got your own mini watering can. Brilliant idea, only $5.99, 700-104. Some really nice instructions with that one as well. And we do have some brilliant plants in the show as well. Now the aconites, these arrive as bulbs, and you get 30 of them for $4.99. Aconites are one of the most striking winter flowers you can imagine. A little bit like a buttercup. They're low to the ground, so they only grow to about 10 centimetres, and they do naturalise very, very well as well. So you end up with a carpet of yellow. And often they will flower at the same time as snowdrops. So snowdrops and aconites work so well together. That's 600 150. £4.49 is your discount price on those as well. I think they work out about 15 pence each actually for club members. Now we've also got for you a beautiful brand new honeysuckle, the Belgica, and this is it's relatively fast growing. It can go quite vigorous, several metres in terms of height. Flowers, it's one of the early flower ones in summertime, so this particular variety is an early honeysuckle, and it is beautiful. And then don't forget, you get the most incredible fragrance with this one as well, particularly on an evening, and that is 550378. At just £11.67. That is for all three of those in the 9 centimetre pots. But if you've got fences that look ugly, any bare walls, garages, you know, maybe your house doesn't look particularly attractive. You know, maybe you'd love to do a makeover on your house. You don't like the rendering or something like that. Again, a honeysuckle can look absolutely amazing. Right, we have also got for you some more fragrant flowers for your winter garden.
I just placed my order, by the way.
Oh, did you? Well, for the vine and the...
I've got the vine and the Santa's in his balloon.
Ooh, I was too busy giving details back, because I'd love to have placed an order. Now I'm going to do it when I get home. We have got enough vines, haven't we, Stu?
Oh, we got plenty of it. Oh. I should have placed an order for you as well.
Oh. We have got enough.
We've got enough, haven't we?
Yeah. I'll be honest, Bex.
Maybe he says.
I don't know. I'm quite tempted. I think I could go for a couple of those.
I was just thinking that, because I know as soon as I get that out of the box, my boys are going to go, but I want one of them in my room.
I love it. The more I look at it, anyway, well done, you've got yours. And I will be placing my order. Right.
Cheminanthus.
Because this is... Now, well, I was thinking we had the witch hazel the other week, didn't we?
Yeah.
The ruby glow. This one is new today.
Let's go with Cheminanthus.
I've never grown this one.
No, and it's a beautiful one. I mean, both of these are going to be flowering on bare stems for you, which is beautiful. But this one is a true... I mean, it's a real winter gem, this.
Yeah.
What you get are these... And they're not bright yellow. They've got a lovely kind of yellow colour to them with this maroon centre. But these are going to be flowering for you in winter. So they normally start around January time. You get the flowers here. But January, February and March, and they have an amazing scent to them as well. So a really beautiful kind of sweet scent. Great for cutting actually and bringing indoors so that you can have that lovely smell inside as well. Now it will get to, I mean, we're talking a few metres in height. It's a great shrub to put into your borders. It's going to get to about probably 3 metres by 3 metres. It's not vigorous, it's not incredibly fast growing, so it's going to take a few years to get to that sort of size, but it is a perfect one for you to have in your borders to give you something, you know, to look at in winter, not just twiggy bushes.
I mean, I'm just thinking, why have I never grown this? Because it's got so much to offer, hasn't it?
It really has got a lot to offer.
The flowers are really quite striking, aren't they?
They're really unusual, they're very beautiful, and they are fragrant, which is what we love about these.
Hence the winter sweet.
Really lovely, sweet-smelling fragrance you get from it.
And another plant that flowers on the bare wood.
Indeed, yeah. And it likes a sunny position, but it actually is fine in a part shady position as well. So it's not like it needs the brightest, sunniest spot for it to do well.
See, I'm glad I've not placed my order yet, because I'm thinking that might go on it now.
Yeah, that can work really nicely it worked really nicely in a pot as well. So as much as it will work great in a border, you know, where it will get to 3 by 3 metres probably in about 10 years' time. But if you wanted it in a pot, you could do, and that means obviously if it's in a pot, you can move it where you can get the best of the fragrance.
Yeah, love the idea of that. And I think the flowers look beautiful, but it is one of the most fragrant winter flowering plants. We've got 510536, and that is down to £9.99. And then we had this last week, really popular, our witch hazel.
Yeah, the ruby glow, and I love the way the buds are forming along each part of the stem here. I mean, you can see them all the way up, just on either side there. Loads and loads of buds forming, and the flowers are so weird and wonderful, aren't they?
Aren't they?
I mean, I love them. They do look a bit alien, but they are quite gorgeous.
Yeah. And I've got the Chinese witch hazel, the Lloyd Petalan,
yeah,
which I love, I really do. But this is I always think witch hazel, they do have the most fantastic flowers, but lovely foliage on this in the autumn as well.
Lovely foliage. I mean, look at those flowers. Look how cool they are.
Amazing.
It's a really wonderful display in autumn time from the foliage that you get there. And then, of course, you get these flowers December, January, February time. That's when they're going to start flowering for you. Lovely sort of ribbon-like blooms on there. The fragrance you get is quite gorgeous as well. Sort of a mix of spice and citrus together, which is quite unique little combination there. Quite slow growing, so doesn't take over massively. You know, it will get big. It'll get to 4 meters if you let it get there, but it will take a few years for it to get to that one. And it was a bit, again, this is another one that's a bit like clematis. It does like a shaded root. So as much as it wants to be in a sunny spot, if you can keep the roots shaded, it's going to be very happy.
And the easy way to just underplant it with other plants.
It's so simple, isn't it? Even if you've got it in your sunniest border, if you underplant it or put some pots around the base there, that'll keep the roots shaded.
But it's lovely, isn't it? So I always we love doing these shows because there are always plants that you may never have grown. There's always new varieties and always things that you want to try maybe to grow for the first time. So both of those are going to give you fantastic winter flowers. But we've mentioned him a few times today, our head gardener Peter McDermott. Great guy. He's worked in horticulture for all of his life, actually, and he is the head gardener here at YouGarden. And I think it's fair to say the product that he's probably the proudest of, it's got to be our compost, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, there's a few up there, but compost, mini orchards, he loves this, absolutely loves it, and has had a hand in it becoming, what it is today.
Well, here is our wonderful Peter to tell you all about our bestseller here at YouGarden. It is our premium professional compost.
We describe this as premium professional compost. And the reason for that is it is the compost that is known, this formula we have perfected over decades. So I've been using it for decades. We have perfected it over decades. You've got a blend of the best peats plus wood fibre that you can imagine. Now, by volume, approximately 50% of this compost is wood fibre, and the balance is made up of a blend of peats, and there are 3 different peats. So you've got things like sphagnum moss peat, which is renewable. You've got sedge peat, and then you've got darker sphagnum as well in there. So you've got 3 different peats. You've also got, you can see actually just there's slow-release fertiliser. These little green, what look like little eggs, you'll see those dotted among the compost when you're planting it. That's slow-release fertiliser. One of the most expensive ingredients in any compost is fertiliser. You can see that there's another one just down below. That is amazing because that will deploy nutrients to the roots of whatever you grow in this compost just when they need it over the next 6 months. You then got what's called a buffer. Now, peat in particular is naturally acidic, and plants like to be just on the acidic side of neutral as a generality. There are exceptions, so things like rhododendrons and azaleas, they love to be properly acidic in terms of the ericaceous soil or compost they're growing in, but most things like it just on the slightly acidic edge of neutral. So that's what this is designed to give you. So it's got a pH buffer to keep it in exactly that zone. The wood fibre keeps the sort of perfect air-water porosity ratio, which is what we talk about in the trade, all these complicated terms. But it's what plants need is they need a jungle gym to grow in. So they need a jungle gym for their roots, which is called growing medium. They need some water, and they need some air, and they need nutrients. And when you've got the perfect compost, it blends the air and the water and the constituents of the compost. It all blends together to give the perfect environment. That's what this particular compost does, which is why it's trusted by us. We will be growing approximately 150,000 potted roses on this nursery this year. That's roughly what we grow most years. We'll be growing, I don't know how many hanging baskets, but our pre-planted hanging baskets that will be available later, you will have bought them in the autumn and last spring as well. They grow in this compost. We will grow countless perennials, whether they be in the 9 centimetre square pots or the 3 litre pots or the 5 litre pots, plus fruit trees. and this is the compost we use for all of those things. So we trust it, the trade trusts it, and actually based upon the well, literally hundreds and hundreds of thousands of bags of this particular compost that you've bought over the years, you definitely trust it as well. And you know, and actually, peat is a thing. We need to think about peat. Not me. I happen to also be peat, but it's the peat that's in here that we're talking about. We can still use peat in our gardens right now, and actually the alternatives, generally speaking, are a bit iffy. So if you want to get the best results, in my view, use this particular compost for as long as you can. It's got 50% other material in it, which is the lowest level we could get to and still have a professional quality product for you and for ourselves. So we've been as eco-friendly as we can, and we jumped onto that particular that approach years and years and years ago. So this is the same formulation that we've had for at least the last 6 or 7 years, with 50% other material to bulk out the peat, and it still works better. So I would say this is, in my opinion, it's the only compost I use at home. It's the compost we use on the nursery. I can't recommend it highly enough.
Yes, it is absolutely fantastic, and of course it does get delivered to you with no postage included, so always a good way of getting multiples of your free gift. Professional compost that we're talking about here, the compost of choice here at the YouGarden nursery, but also in our own gardens as well. This is the compost that I choose to use. Make sure you use the offer code so that you can get the saving. Do become a member of our club if you're not already, because honestly 2 orders of your compost pays for your club membership. That's all, and then that's it. You're saving money every single time from then on. It costs us £5 to join the club, and that lasts for the 12 months. It's one £5 cost, and you get 10% off every single plant and accessory order for the next 12 months, and that includes your compost.
And if you order, or join the club today rather, and you will save obviously on your first order today, but you will get sent in about a week's time £20 worth of YouGarden vouchers, and you can use those throughout the year. But it's like getting £20 worth of cash back. Yeah, and it's brilliant. You know, you pay £5, but you get £20 worth of YouGarden vouchers just by joining the club.
I've still got some vouchers to use. I should have waited, shouldn't I, and placed my order later, because I could have got even more money off my order today. But I'll place 4 orders between now and my membership renewing, so it's fine. I'll use them up.
But yeah, join the club today. It is a brilliant club, and one that we're very, very proud of here at YouGarden. Proud of. Right, one of the best sellers, alongside the compost here at YouGarden, are heavy-duty pots. Yeah. And honestly, Bex and I use these every single time that we garden. And yes, we've grown potatoes in these, raspberry canes, tomatoes,
garlic.
You've done garlic, haven't you?
Rose bushes, cherry bush.
I've got a few plants, like my Christmas trees. Yeah, my Christmas trees in these. So this is my garden. These are genuinely, I mean, the pots are not new. I've had some of these like 15 years nearly. So I've grown so many things in here, and not only are they great for growing, because you've got great drainage, you've got 30 litre capacity. Those were some of my tomatoes in the summertime, but they're just really handy. I mean, I bet every time you weed, you use these, Bex.
Absolutely. So, I mean, mine's in my shed, just like this, Shaun. So I go in, and it's got my kneading pad, it's got my secateurs, it's got my little fork, my little spare, you know, so all the most used tools. I grab it, I go outside, and then I use it to put all of my weeds and things like that in before it goes into the big bin. I love what you're doing here. I do this as well. Empty my compost into one of them. It just makes it really easy.
It does. Doesn't it? I mean, I have to be quick gardening. Oh, there's my Lavelle planters.
Look at that.
But I do have to be quick planting, because I look after 3 gardens, and it just makes it a lot more efficient when you've got your compost in your heavy-duty pots. Weeding, deadheading, tidying up, they never break. I mean, I think they are virtually indestructible, and they do allow you to garden all day long, and they make things really, really easy.
They do indeed.
They're brilliant. I mean, I've got, so that's, there's some of the hellebores, by the way. Oh, yeah. But they're just the best garden workhorse that you could ever imagine, built to last, and you get all 3 for $12.99. We do have on our website lots of bare roots at the moment, things like bare root fruit trees, mini orchards. You can even grow mini fruit trees. In fact, a lot of the cherry trees have been selling well the last few weeks, haven't they?
Yes,
and
they
the apricots.
have. The apricots. I mean, so many of the grow your owns that we bring would work so well in here. You know, the fruit trees that we've got, the mini fruit trees. We've got all the berries, the soft berries. We've got tayberries. We've got raspberries. We've got blackberries, we've got blueberries. I'm growing blueberries in here, 4 different types of blueberries, 1 pot for each of them.
And when it comes to design, this is really, really important. Drainage around the sides, not just the bottom, because
all the way around as well.
Yeah, loads of drainage holes. And the reason I'm saying that is so important, we are getting really, really wet seasons in the UK. And most plants, not all, but the majority of plants hate to be waterlogged, and that's what kills them. Quite often it's not underwatering. A lot of plants will survive being underwatered. Yeah, they'll lose a few leaves, they'll look a bit stressed, but overwatering, plants sitting in water, that is the main killer of plants. And that design means that it is impossible to get things waterlogged in here. Makes such a difference.
Really does. I've had great results by using it. It can be a temporary home for plants. It can be the permanent home for plants. It's the permanent home for a few of mine.
So that unanimous, you always say unanimous. I always put an extra N in. That's been in there 3 years. I don't know where to put it.
Yeah.
So it's just living in
temporary
there.
home. Yeah. It's become a permanent home.
Yeah.
There's so many uses, and when you break it down to it, and I talk about my pounds per wear. Obviously, when I'm trying to justify what clothes I buy.
Yeah, but I get it.
But it makes a difference. Honestly, I bought a belt that I wear every single day. It was expensive. I bought it on eBay. But it was expensive, even on eBay. But I wear it every single day. So of course, it was well worth spending that money on it. These aren't even that expensive, but you will use them every time you garden.
And actually, if you are buying a potted Christmas tree, that would be great in a heavy-duty pot. And the reason, and what I've done, because you might be thinking, that doesn't look festive enough. I bought a Hessian sack, and I just put a Hessian sack around it with a bow and things, and it looks great.
Yeah.
But obviously, you move your Christmas trees around, and having the heavy duty pot.
Yeah, the handles on either side, it really makes a difference, doesn't it?
Can I just say, by the way, that Christmas tree, the weight of that is substantial.
It really is, isn't it? It's a good job you haven't got a bad back still, isn't it?
No, exactly, yes. So if you want the heavy duty pots, 130002, club members 1169. Your free gift, and I mean, I'll be honest, we put it down because it was distracting us.
It is quite distracting, isn't it?
Yes,
it's that lovely puzzle book.
It's a puzzle book, and it's really good. There's lots of garden-based questions in there, and there are some special offers as well. But that's your free gift.
Was that the answers I saw at the back? Yeah, it's the answers.
Oh my word, it's the answers. Right, so did we get that one?
43. Yeah, puzzle 43.
Right.
Yeah. Is that 43?
No, it's there.
Oh, that's 42. It's my poor eyesight.
Oh my word, we got it all wrong.
We got it all wrong.
So, strenuously was dynamically. I knew we were going wrong.
Oh, well, that's messed us right up. Energetically was the clue, and the answer is dynamically.
Yeah, and we put strenuously.
I mean, strenuously was a really good suggestion.
It was.
I wouldn't have thought dynamic.
That's why I said it seemed to be going wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. Hey, that's going to give you hours of pleasure, believe me.
Loads of fun.
Just don't look at the answers at the back.
Don't cheat. Right, we've got Laval planters for you here. Now, this is one where we're going to suggest you go for 1, or you go for 4, right?
Yeah, 2 twin packs.
2 twin packs, because one of them on their own is £4.99. So that's brilliant. I mean, Shaun, you bought these earlier on in the year. I'm sure we had these at £17.99 or something like that
I'm sure I paid a
each
lot more.
earlier on in the year. They are beautiful pots. I think they've got a real sort of contemporary, gorgeous design to them. Lovely grey colour, which means that your plants are really going to stand out in these. But then we've got a double up on the twin pack, which is at £19.99. So basically, it's working out as a £5 each, no matter which way you buy these.
But they're one of my favourites. They are stylish. So all you need to do.
Yeah, just go for the single. It makes life very easy,
That's
doesn't it?
That's what I do.
And then just multiply that by as many as you want to buy. That's the best way to do it. So if you want one, great. If you want any more than that, just multiply that out. They work out at $4.99 each.
And I know you might be new to YouGarden today, but actually, if you look at that basket, we're getting so all of those pots, your free gift, the Amaryllis, and do you know what I do there, Stu? Stu, I'm just looking at that though. We need to put another pot in because we're paying postage then. Once you get to over £40, there you go.
That's cheaper than paying postage, indeed. The pot is less than postage, so yeah, definitely get yourself another pot.
And I know our regulars, you're really good now at getting the best value from YouGarden, but it's sometimes worth just playing around in your basket. But say, all orders over £40, you will get free delivery. If it's under £40, we do cap the delivery charge to a maximum of £6.99. Right, more pots for you now.
Here's a beautiful one, and this is a pack of 4 that you're going to be getting here. So this is the acorn design, is it called?
Yes.
Acorn. And yes, because it's got the acorn design around the edge there, it looks like some kind of hammered metal, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But of course, they are plastic. They are lightweight, they are UV stabilised, frost resistant, they've got great drainage. I love that raised bit in the centre there, so that really helps if you do get a deluge of rain. Obviously it can drain away and then out of the channels here. It's even got reinforcing around the edge of the rim there, so that when you pick it up, hopefully it's not going to crack and break. These have been designed to last for many years, so you don't have the pitfalls that you've got with other pots.
And what we often say on YouGarden is, because most of us have got pots and containers, but having extra ones, it allows you to rotate.
Yes.
So, you know, if you're planting bulbs in here, when the bulbs are looking their best and they're in full flower, have these pride of place in your garden. But then when the bulbs grow over and you need them to die back naturally, it's so easy just to move those and put them where they can't be seen as much.
Absolutely.
And put some other pots in their place. So great always, I think, to have extra pots and extra displays. And they're working out $2.50 each, or if you're a club member, £2.25. Like those a lot. And I think they look, although it's got an acorn design, I think they could look quite festive.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Yeah, and particularly any of these sort of darker pots that have got the metallic sheen, bronze or kind of rose gold, I think that definitely lends itself to festive themes.
Actually, I'm just going to get a hellebore, Bex, because I think a hellebore in here.
Yeah, it's the white against the dark colour, isn't it? That really pops then, it really stands out.
I mean, what you could do, because, I mean, yeah, I think one in there would be enough, but what I would is I'd top dress it. You know our ornamental spruce bark? That would look nice around there.
Maybe when it will fill out eventually, won't it? But while it's still a little smaller,
we
then
all
you
fill
want
out
to do
eventually, Bex.
Happens to us all.
It does.
And my dog had his the older dog. I had to take him to the vets for his 6-month dog check.
Oh, did he have his weigh in?
He had his weigh in.
Go on.
He's on a diet.
Oh.
I was like, mate, it happens to us all. You're in middle age now.
A friend of mine came and
it's called middle-aged
She
bread.
went, oh, your cat's got big. I think he's taken after me. Right.
I'm overfeeding the pup.
It's hard not to, isn't it? Is it hard with pets?
It's just a little bit less in his tea and his breakfast, because he has breakfast as well.
Does he have lots
Does he
have lots of snacks then?
I do give him quite a few biscuits.
That's the thing, yeah. Anyway.
He's on a diet.
If you want to go for those planters, they're only £9.99, £8.99 for club members, £133.61. Right. If you want a terracotta look, but you want an unbreakable pot, we have got the aged look terracotta Tuscan design here. These are lovely because they have got that kind of Mediterranean feel.
Yeah, I like the swags and tails.
Yeah,
I love the swags and tails around the top there.
I think they're just fabulous, aren't they? That aged kind of chalk look to them. Nice size. You've got a bit more depth to this. So there's certain plants that have deeper roots. They would really love those, and they're only £11.98. And if you have maybe you've got some bulbs that you haven't planted yet, and you're thinking, what should I do with them? Just don't leave them in that packet.
Yeah, just plant them.
Just
get some pots.
Yes.
Just get some pots and put them in there. You can decide what to do with them next year, but for now, just put them in some pots.
And these are in a pack of 3, and yeah, sometimes odd numbers work.
They do work. They do. Yeah, you're right.
Nature's random, isn't it? So sometimes having 3 of something can just really work. And again, just working out £4 each. If you're a club member, £3.60 per pot. That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, they're brilliant.
And they're not
really
going to break. Well, I love those.
One of these days I'll do that and it'll just land wrong.
They're not totally indestructible, but it's hard to break
It's
them.
very hard. You wouldn't have done that with a terracotta pot, would you? You
No.
absolutely wouldn't. But yeah, they're really beautiful. Love those. 130312 is your item number. Thank you
what else
very
about
much.
Bex?
That was it for the pots, I think.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few others on our website.
There's a few others, for sure. By all means, go and have a
bright
look.
coloured Bellagio's, isn't there? There's a tin one. There's a few more on there. But do just say check out everything on our website. Right. Has it been a bit quiet in the chat today, Dan?
Let's have a look.
With a lot of orders and things.
I think everyone's gone all quiet in the chat. That's fine. Hopefully that means that they're still watching and they're just enjoying our company.
And a lot of you ordered, which is great.
If you want to chat with us, you can do. On YouTube, I'll monitor the chat on here. I can see that. Stu keeps an eye on Facebook, so he will let us know if you've got any comments or questions in there. You can email us down there, look, ygtv@yougarden.com. If you want to send us any pictures of your garden, we love seeing them.
And I'd love to see what you've done in terms of Christmas. Have you got things like the standard hollies? Have you decorated the pots? What have you done in your gardens for Christmas? What lighting have you put outside?
Yeah.
What I did at the pub this week in our pub garden, because I just didn't think it looked festive enough, I've put our little battery lights on all of we've got standard lavenders, and it's amazing what a difference it makes. It looks really good. Because I must have had a few customers said, the garden doesn't look very festive this year.
Oh, really?
So I was like, oh, right, thanks for letting me know.
All right, I'll get on that.
So I have, and it does make a difference. So we would love, Bex and I would love to, and Stu, of course, we would love to see what you've done in your gardens for Christmas. Lighting, arrangements, holly, have you bought some of our hellebores and potted them up? We'd love to see, wouldn't we?
Yeah, definitely.
And what you've done inside as well. But you've got about half an hour, so we'd love to see that. Right, the poinsettias, these have been popular, haven't they?
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Just quintessentially Christmas, aren't they? You know, this is, you get a poinsettia in your house and all of a sudden you start feeling very festive. It's that bright red colour. It's the lovely green leaves that you've got on there as well. Definitely feels like Christmas when you bring these in. And we've got an amazing deal on them because this one is a pack of 3. Now, we have got them available individually. If you just want one, yeah, great. £9.99.
No,
but the pack of 3
do it,
is only £11.97. So it's like paying a quid, £1 each for the other 2 that you'll be getting, which is brilliant, isn't it?
Do you know what? £10. My supermarket has got poinsettias for £10 each. They're all by the front door in a draft. They won't last forever. I felt like saying, why have somebody? Why?
Why? There's
people
who don't know plants, though, isn't it?
But they've got all the houseplants there as well. Like, houseplants that are from warm climates. They're all by the doors.
That's true, actually. I know exactly which supermarket you're talking about. And they're right by the front doors.
Yeah. No wonder they end up reducing half of them because they're half dead. But ours will arrive in perfect condition. The value is amazing. They are big, so for club members, so they're working out £3.60 each. They are on pre-order. They'll all be with you, of course, for Christmas. They should be dispatched. It should be next week, shouldn't it?
It should be, yeah.
Absolutely. But we're just delighted with our growers and the quality of these. And poinsettias, although they are obviously a plant that we love to have around at Christmas because of the reds and the greens, they are an all-year-round plant. I mean, my mum-in-law, she's kept her poinsettia from last year. I'll be honest, she hasn't got it to reflower. She didn't even try because she just loves it as it is. But it's a beautiful plant.
Really? Oh.
Beautiful, yeah, it really is.
Sorry, I was just playing with the decorations on
the. So, just in terms of looking after poinsettia, they don't really like cold drafts.
No.
So don't put them near windows, doors.
I would not put them on a windowsill because obviously you get a temperature drop right by the windowsill at night time and they're not going to appreciate that. But yeah, pretty easy, just make sure you avoid those fluctuations in temperature.
Although I would say it does depend how good your double glazing is.
Very much so, yes.
If you've got, swanky double or triple glazing, you're probably going to be fine.
Be all right.
If you live in an old cottage like my mum's 16th century, no. You can feel the drafts going through the windows. But just don't let them completely dry out. Then they'll lose leaves quite quickly. So just when the top of the compost is just a little bit dry, then give them good water.
Yeah, they normally tell you, don't they? They go a bit floppy if you haven't watered them.
But I mean, they are stunning. I must admit, the potting shed looked transformed once we got these out.
It's true, yeah. I mean, we've got a few different Christmas bits. I mean, our living wreaths and the garlands and things as well. That makes a big difference. But it's all about adding that festive feel into your home. I mean, I was chatting to my mum yesterday. She was like, "Oh, I can't be bothered with this tree." She's got a tree out and she'd hurt her back. And I was like, "But you've got to do things like this, and it makes you feel festive. And do it in your own time, but absolutely add a few of those festive things in."
I put my mum's decorations up because she really struggles with her eyesight and hands. And do you know what? We had a lovely evening. We had a couple of drinks together, put the decorations up, and chatted about Christmases in the past. It was great.
That's nice.
It was lovely.
That's lovely.
I love decorating the house for Christmas, and we've got some great ideas. Now, Bex has just ordered this.
I have ordered it. I'm going to be in trouble and I don't care.
Shall I just step back again so you can see it? Look at this.
Look how beautiful that vine is. So we call it the light vine. It's like a leafy vine that we've got here, and it really is very, very beautiful. You can manipulate it, so look, you can bend these into various different directions wherever you want it to go.
Oh, sorry,
I thought that was me.
No, that's
Sean's
me.
just changing the settings on there because there's 8 different settings, I believe. So you can have static on, slow glow, chasing lights, flashing lights. You can choose whichever setting you want for it. Now, you can position it up a wall like we have here. You could put it down the middle of your dining table, so it could be a lovely light through the dining table. I love what you were saying, Sean, about, on the floor where you've got your plant pots and then maybe creeping up into the pots. That would probably look really nice. It's mains powered, so this is obviously an indoor one. Don't take this outdoors, it's not going to like it. But yeah, it's got the lovely warm lights on there, and it's a significant kind of size and number of lights. There's 144 of the LEDs on there.
And the way it's designed, these have got like a wire inside.
Yeah.
So
you can make it so it could be flat to the wall, but you could make it stand out from the wall as well, couldn't you?
I mean, look, it's really three-dimensional. In fact, Stu just said these are strong enough, so I could even hang some baubles. I haven't got any baubles, actually.
We haven't got any baubles. We've got some fake apples.
God, get on the fake apples.
But it won't hang.
It's not on a string, is it?
It won't be on a string, no. But yeah, you could hang some stuff off it if you wanted to. I like the idea. So Craig, our lovely Craig, who helps us to set up the shows, he says he's got one of these, but it's positioned above his bed, his bed, on the wall above his bed, and he has it out all year round. And I really like that. So it can just be a Christmas and festive, beautiful decoration, but it could be something that you actually have out all year round if you want to. And that's what I'm going to do with mine.
It's just fabulous, isn't it? And I've never seen anything quite like this.
No, true.
I really haven't.
You get string lights, don't you? But I've not seen one of these.
And I say, I mean,
it does make me feel I feel really Christmassy now.
Yeah.
Feel really Christmassy.
Well, I think I'm going to get a couple of them. Love it. And look, just as a centrepiece on your Christmas table, it looks amazing. I love that it's organic. I love the way that, it twists and turns, and you can actually position it however you want it. And it is that lovely, warm, cosy light. I always think winter is about making the house look cosy. And I was just thinking about Christmas, and for me, even if you're not religious, whatever, just to make the house look warm and cosy, and to get lights out, because Christmas falls pretty much on the shortest day of the year. Yeah. And I just feel so much better making the house look nice with lights and decorations and things. It's, I've always loved Christmas, even from being a young child. But I like that. Smell. And that isn't just for Christmas. I totally agree. That is not just for Christmas.
Tinsel smell, that's my childhood.
Well, I'm just thinking back to when we were children. What sort of decorations did you have?
Oh, it was like Christmas had thrown up on our house, basically. It was, do you remember the ones that you could get where they were like foil, but then you'd open them out?
Yeah.
And then there'd be these 3D ones. We had loads of those. Yeah. And there was pin marks in the ceiling. And they were like, Mum and Dad were always like, make sure you put them in the pin marks. So they'd all be in the same place, but we'd have loads of them all pinned into the ceiling. There was
Did you make the paper
everywhere.
chains as well?
Paper chains, love those.
Do you remember you got a book of different coloured strips of paper with a sticky end? And you make the little hoop and But there's a lot more choice now.
I know, but I kind of miss the tacky Christmas that we used to have. Like,
Yeah,
I know we've got a bit more lovely now, and I get it, it's nice, but I quite liked the 80s tacky Christmas.
No, I did.
It was fun, wasn't it?
Do you know, I don't remember, though, ever having, like, fresh garlands and stuff. Do you?
No.
No.
No, not at all.
And these are absolutely beautiful.
Aren't they?
They're locally made, aren't they, these?
Locally made, absolutely. Yeah. They are real.
Oh.
The foliage that you've got in here is absolutely real. You've got the lovely ribbons, you've got the pine cones, you've got the berries in there as well. So when this does go over and it's past its best, you can actually remove all of these, and then you can use these for other decorations in your home. But the smell, again, I'm led by my nose. I don't know why. But yeah, you get that lovely festive smell because it is a fresh garland. And this is going to work on your mantelpiece, down the middle of your table, windowsills as well, although you might want to avoid sort of complete drafts. But yeah, this is going to work in so many different places, isn't it? And
with it being, it's an ordnance fir again, so the foliage doesn't drop needles easily.
Yeah, not easily at all.
So it will last. I know you're buying it now on the 12th of December today, but that will look good right into New Year.
Oh, it's going to keep looking good for ages. Do you remember when we had these last year and they were in here?
Yeah.
In here for ages.
We had them in for weeks.
We had them in for such a long time.
And then once it does go over,
they're just twisted on, aren't they? They've got little twisty ties, and then you can just unwrap them and then you can add those. So I actually did it with some last year, and I have got a fake garland, which I attach to my banister every year. And what I've done is I've removed these and added them to that. So it just, looks good.
But they're really plush. They're very, very high quality.
Yeah, very thick.
Covered in, say, gorgeous berries and cones and ribbons. So that's the garland, but we do have the matching wreath, of course, as well. Exactly the same. So they do match. If you're going for both, they are the perfect match together. But it is something, I mean, plastic's fine, it has its place, but when it's fresh, there is something quite magical about it. I love the smell, don't you?
It's the smell of it for sure that makes a big difference, and there's nothing better than getting the real thing, is there?
Do you know
We've got enough plastic in the world.
That little shot there of just our vine,
the vine just creeping
into it, looks lovely, doesn't it?
Love it.
Yeah. So some great ideas. Now, what we would like, you've been a bit quiet on the chat today.
You have.
So we do want some pictures of your Christmas decks. What have you been putting up?
Ruth said bye, guys. Bye, Ruth.
Bye, Ruth.
Bye, Ruth. Oh, bless her. Do you know what, Ruth? If you're ever watching this back, she put a lovely comment in here earlier, and hopefully she hasn't gone already, but she was just saying hello to everybody, and she put hello, and my YouGarden family. And I was like, that kind of touched my heart a little bit. It was lovely.
Thank you, Ruth. We feel the same. We really do.
In the chat. Hey, Grimmy, well done. He hasn't let us down. Lights in the back garden is what he says. He has gone for it with the lights in the back garden. Let me zoom in and go across. Look at that.
Do you know, I love what Grimmy does, because he never does anything by halves, does he?
Wow.
That looks amazing.
Bar's still open, says Stu.
Does he have a heater in there? Does he have a heater in there?
I don't know, I can't see.
Because I'd want to be there at Christmas, wouldn't you?
You could stick a heater out there, couldn't you, quite happily?
Where's he live in the country, do we know?
I can't remember. Was it Yorkshire?
Yorkshire.
I love it.
I'd love to visit that bar one day, wouldn't you?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Very nice,
I'm from Yorkshire, Grimmy.
Well
I'm from York. Yes. I also lived in Leeds.
I don't have a huge amount of lights in the garden. I've gone for it inside, but I haven't done loads outside. I'm gonna have to get on it, haven't I?
There we are. Right, if you want any lights, by the way, we've also got the cool white string lights. They're battery operated. They're the ones on our tree, by the way.
Yeah.
$17.99.
You can never have too many Christmas lights, can you?
Definitely not.
Never have too many.
You can never have too many plants, too many pots, or too many Christmas lights. Hey, you've loved our Santa as well.
I bought Santa.
Yay!
Who's coming home with me? He's brilliant. I love him. It's definitely one of those decorations that's going to come out every single year. You're going to be really excited to get him out of the box. This is the box that he comes in, by the way, and it's not one of those annoying decorations that you can't fold back down to fit in the box.
No.
You know, sometimes when that happens and you can't actually get them back in the box to store them away, it is really easy. It's like an umbrella, isn't it? When you open it up,
yeah,
it just pushes
it's got like
it up,
a metal frame.
and then there's a little catch, and it will fold back down again. again, and it will fit back into the box. It is freestanding as well, so it doesn't have to hang. We've got it hanging from the ceiling here, but it is freestanding, so if you want it on a side somewhere, you can.
And that's because you've got the metal post there in the middle. But I just think it's been so well made. I mean, you've got this lovely kind of like velvety plush balloon in the classic Christmas colours, the green and the red. Then in the actual basket, you've got Santa, but he's not alone. He's got his Christmas tree. He's got his sack full of presents. But I always think that...
Oh, the present comes out.
Oh. So do you know what I'm thinking?
The tree come out. No, the tree's attached, but the present comes out.
But that does mean if you wanted to put a real gift in there...
You could, couldn't you?
Couldn't you? You could actually put a few Christmas treats in there, couldn't you?
You could.
But it's...
You could get some battery lights, and you could attach some lights around this as well.
Yeah.
I'm totally going to do that. I'm totally going to do that.
But been really popular today, but I think the price is amazing as well, like $17.99 for
Yeah, that's
members.
really good, isn't it?
Can I just say, so I'm really pleased that the club discount has applied to lots of the gifts today. I mean, normally sometimes you get 5% on some things that are not plant-based, but you are getting your 10% off, so that's only $17.99. It's really cute, really cute.
That's why I bought it.
And I think that will be, as Bex has said, that will be a Christmas favourite. You look forward to getting that out and up every single Christmas.
Every single Christmas.
Right, we better go back to our plants as well. I don't know where the time's gone today.
Yeah, let's do it.
We've had too much fun, haven't we?
We've had lots of fun. It's because it's nice and festive.
Now, in terms of winter fragrance... Oh, God.
Grimmy's apparently saying, of course there's a heater in
Grimmy,
the bar.
where in Yorkshire are you? I mean, obviously don't
Darn
want your
right.
full address, but which town, which city, we want to know. Can you remember?
I can't remember. My brain doesn't work like that.
No.
I remember stuff about
We're just
plants.
planning our visit, that's all, to that bar, aren't we?
Next time we're up that way. Don't know, but let's find out. Right, yeah, in terms of winter fragrance, Sarcococca is a really, really good one to go for. It's in fact one of the best ones to go for. The sweet, vanilla-y, chocolatey smell that you get from Sarcococca is just intoxicating. It really, truly is. The flowers are quite unusual as well, and it does flower along the stem. You'll be able to see how all the way up the stem here, you can see the buds starting to form on here, and it does flower all the way up those stems there. And those flowers emit the best fragrance.
Yeah, they
genuinely,
do.
just lovely.
There's lots of different names for this. Winter gem. I know it actually as Christmas box.
That's what my mum told me it was years ago. She was like, I think it's... She didn't know the real name. She was like, I'm sure it's called Christmas box.
But it can flower around about Christmas time. There are some other great reasons for having this as well. It is evergreen. It can actually do really well in the shade. I mean, yeah, bright spot is fine.
Yeah.
But it's one of the really, really best shade-loving plants.
It is.
And I often think they are sometimes few and far between shade-loving plants.
True. Yeah, it is true. It's quite tricky.
Especially evergreen ones.
Absolutely. I mean, we talk a lot about ferns and how we absolutely adore ferns because they're problem solvers. You can put them into those shady corners. But if you want to mix it up a little bit and have something else that will also flower, that's also fragrant, yeah, Sarcococca is a really good one. That's mine, by the way. Last year, I moved it into a border. It was in a pot just by the wall there, but I've moved it into the border now. Look at those flowers on there. I think that video was in about January as well that I did that one, thinking back. Fragrance is incredible.
Yeah. I love the foliage though as well, don't you? So evergreen will do very well in shaded positions, flowers in winter.
Not fussy on soil type?
No, it's a really easy. The only thing we'll say, it's slow growing. It's not vigorous at all.
Yeah. That's a good thing though for a lot of people.
It is.
Particularly if you've got smaller gardens. You know, smaller gardens, you don't want something that's going to grow too quick, too big. So yeah, Sarcococca works for that.
There's certain things I've planted in my garden. I've been there 4 years now, and now they already need moving.
Yeah.
And that's like a bit annoying. It's like, oh, why did I plant that there? Now it needs to be moved right over there. So if you do want to go for that one, don't forget, by the way, do check out your baskets. What's our last ordering date? Are we saying
Monday. Next Monday.
Next Monday.
Whatever date that is.
But whatever you're ordering right now,
17th.
it will be dispatched, obviously. In fact, dispatch and delivery is really quick at the moment.
It's really quick. Well, Neil said he ordered on Sunday and it got delivered yesterday, I think that was.
Yeah.
I did a TikTok live yesterday afternoon and somebody messaged saying they had ordered the day before and it got delivered yesterday. Really? So literally they got a next day delivery. So yeah, the deliveries are happening quite quickly, but we are obviously guaranteeing these things will come out to you before Christmas.
And don't forget, if you want to browse the entire show, go to our website, at the top there is YouGarden TV.
Sorry, I do love that freeze frame. That's the best freeze frame of all the freeze frames ever. I love it.
Your face, Bex. Oh dear. But don't forget the poinsettias. The triple packet is amazing. We've got all the decorations. Hang on. Right, can I just get... No. So there's something wrong here. Why is the Garland saying $14.99? Because our price said $24.99. Didn't it?
Interesting.
I'm sure we said $24.99. We did, didn't we? We absolutely did.
I think we did.
Well, do you know what? Let's just check the price of the wreaths as well, because we've been saying £25 for these, but maybe the price has just dropped. We'll just check, because they're at $14.99. That would be amazing. Yes. Right. So very important, and I'm sure Stu, I'm just thinking if anyone's ordered that, they will have got it at the $14.99, won't they? Yeah. So. So if you've had your eye on the wreaths and the garlands, the price actually isn't $24.99, it's $14.99. Brilliant. So even better value. That's Bex at $14.99. They're amazing, aren't they?
Amazing.
Really good quality. And
so
actually,
good.
I like both, but I'll be honest, I think the garland you get even more in it.
Yes.
Don't you?
Yeah, you do, for sure.
So if you do want, and remember, hand finished, they're fresh, they're full of beautiful foliage, and it's the Norman fir that you've got there. But don't forget, what I would always do, just to make sure you are getting the best prices, put one item in your basket, then use the code, which is YGTV5024. That's the code for this week. Then go to the show page, and what you'll see are all the discounted prices. So basically, the price of the reeds and the garland, they go down to $14.99 when you use the code. So even better value. Just looking what's there's some really good. Oh my word! Hang on. The vine goes down to $19.99.
Hang on a minute, what's going on?
And the Santa's going down to $14.99. I bet you're glad you've kept watching today.
How has that happened?
But you know what? We're not going to worry about it because it's in your favourite home. So at the moment, and this is really important, you are getting some amazing discounts now when you use the code. And I don't know
checking my order now.
I don't know what's happened. And apologies if you've been watching, but suddenly loads of items when you put the code in are even low in price. Just outside Huddersfield.
Oh, Grimmy.
We are going to make it to that bar if we're invited at some point, Grimmy. Now we know you've got a heater as well. Be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
I've got friends in Bingley and friends in Halifax. So it's all right.
Bingley?
Yeah, you remember Bradford and Bingley?
I do remember Bradford and Bingley. Huddersfield, that's the one with the twisted spire, isn't it?
I've been clubbing in Huddersfield.
You know, it's got the twisted spire. No, on the church. Am I right, Grimmy? It's famous for the twisted spire. Am I thinking somewhere else?
I have been clubbing in Huddersfield. Do you remember that?
Maybe I'm thinking somewhere else.
Anyway, just back to pricing.
Okay.
Look, when you put the code in, loads of things with Binters are going down even lower now.
Yeah.
So if you haven't placed an order yet, and don't worry, if you have placed an order, I'm sure you'll still get those great prices.
Chesterfield.
But
thank you, Stu. Yeah, that's Derbyshire. It's not Yorkshire at all.
No.
All right, ignore me. Ignore me.
It's like you've been on the mulled wine bags. If you want the hot air balloon, by the way, that actually now goes down to $14.99 when you put the code in.
So I'm sure I've just paid more than that. I'm going to check it.
Oh, we might have. Right, so these are the prices you are now going to get. So the garland, $14.99. The tree, $39.99. Hang on. Look at some of the Amaryllis kits now, Bex. $7.99.
Oh my word.
What else is good now? The wreath is only $14.99. The Scotty dog is $9.99. Oh my word. Do you know what? I think we're going to suddenly get a massive flurry of orders.
I think we are.
The toolkit, $14.99 now.
Yeah.
The gong's now £8.
Is this all because you've just entered the code in, Stu? Don't know what's happened.
We don't know what's happened, but there's suddenly been a price drop.
Quick, place your order, quick. Get it in now. Get it in now.
I'm just so glad I've waited to place my order, Bex.
Yeah, I'm going to cancel mine.
No.
Start again.
Listen, jokes about if you've paid more, just honestly get in touch with our customer service. They'd sort that out for you. Of course they would. But the key is just use the offer code YGTV5024. Right. I don't know what's happened, but some prices seem to have just dropped.
Yeah, well.
At least they've gone the right way. They've gone down rather than up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Only a few minutes left. Shall we do the hellebores?
Yeah, let's check how much these are, shall we? So this is a pack of 3 of the hellebores that you're going to be getting here, and this is the Christmas Rose hellebore. This one is the one that's been specifically bred for a couple of reasons. First of all, you get more upright flowers. Rather than the nodding flower that you normally get with hellebores, these will stay nice and upright, so you can always see the beauty of the flowers. But they've also been bred specifically for a slightly longer flowering season as well. So you can see how many flowers are on there, all the buds waiting to come open. They flower December, January, February, and into March as well.
And they are prolific flowers as well. They will arrive absolutely covered in buds. Now what I do, and I know I've said this several times, but they will be happy indoors over Christmas. Don't leave them indoors. They're not houseplants. But if you want to create some lovely festive displays, they do make a great addition or alternative to poinsettias. Have you checked your order? Is it all right, Bex?
No. Yeah, it's fine.
It's good,
yeah, it's fine.
Good.
I'm all good.
But these are a lovely variety. The quality of our hellebores are superb, and they are quite big. They're not in 9cm pots. They're actually in 12cm pots as well. What we can't show you, because all of the flowers and ours are new, but as the flowers age, a few weeks ago we had some flowers that had just gone over, and they go beautiful kind of like slight green. You even get like a pink,
pinky colours. They are really beautiful, but I like the fact they come out this like snowy white colour first, and then they go through that journey of ageing.
But they have the most fantastic kind of antique shabby chic look to them. They are beautiful, and just $17.99, saving £12 today. 560,054. Also, just staying festive, we have got the Camellia Yuletide, which is a very special camellia that flowers over Christmas. So it starts flower December into January, February, and the flowers, I mean, they are amazing.
Those stamens
just, look at those.
I mean, it reminds me of that St John's wort. Reminds me of Hypericum.
Yes.
You know, the stamens on the Hypericum, they really are quite proud.
Yes, you're right,
Quite vivid, and the yellow against the bright red, which is then against that glossy green foliage. That is a standout combination. Absolutely adore it. Does need some ericaceous compost, do bear that in mind. If you want a beautiful festive display and you can stretch to 2 of these, then 2 of these in a pot either side of your front door. It's just something a little bit different, but still very festive.
Yeah, and it does arrive really nicely established in the 15cm pot. Now, we are back on Sunday. We are live on a Sunday, don't forget, 9:30 till 12:30. We are going to announce the prize draw winner midday on Sunday. So if you did enter the prize draw, we will let you know then. And can I just say, now the prices are even better, keep those orders coming in, because they are amazing, aren't they? They were great earlier on, but they are really, really good now. So we are back on Sunday. Anything that you're ordering with us, you've still got obviously guaranteed Christmas delivery. You have indeed, yeah, and we're guaranteed it. So right the way through till Monday, you can place those orders. But what I would do now because we're about to just have a bit of lunch and tidy up, go to our website, put in that code, and see what prices you're going to get on everything with YGTV, because they are phenomenal, aren't they? Really good. Yes. Right, what's a free gift again, Bex? The free gift is the lovely puzzle book, which has got crosswords, it's got word searches, it's got, what's the number one called? It's got the answers in the back, and if I'd known that... Sudoku, that's it. So yeah, it's got Sudoku in there as well, so lovely little garden puzzle book. Do you know, I wish I'd done that. So the answer is in the back. I wish I'd looked at those. I could have pretended I was really clever. And Bex would be like, oh, you're so bright. I should have done that. Right, for myself, Shaun Ryan, Bex Edwards, and our lovely Stu, we will see you live on Sunday at 9:30. And we're on TikTok this afternoon, actually, at 2 o'clock, aren't we?
See you later. Bye.